Sure.
You can say like retarded and stuff like that, but just like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I just let me know if I say
You're
something
good,
kind of
bro.
out
You're
of
good.
line.
You're good.
Sure. But anyway, when it comes to super sliding, well, I guess in even high ground, I guess just to continue the thought there.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you'll notice
Wicked of
people
Ragnarok.
are like zooming off. And the best thing to do there really is to W key as fast as you can, and then because what happens is if you finish the chase, they're gonna run out of stamina. You both are kind of gonna run out of stamina at the same time.
Right.
That's the ideal situation, and then you kind of continue that because what happens then is you listen for the stim, you listen for the reload.
Right.
Anything that you hear is something that you can take advantage of, or try to counterplay. If you're, I know a bad Call of Duty habit is to reload the second like you shoot
No,
something
yeah.
because you need like an entire clip, usually because it's just a really fast tracking game. In
Counter
this
Strike
game,
has
though,
bred that out of me.
yeah, if you get some really good shots on people and you decide instead of pushing immediately and instead you decide to reload, by the time you finish your reload and you try finding them, they're gone. And you won't
Yeah.
have audio by the time you start running towards them. So you really have to like switch to especially if you're an assault rifle, this is kind of a pain, or a sniper. You switch to either, I don't know, your knife for fastest movement speed,
And you go
and then you
closer.
start fucking gunning them, yeah, or you switch to your PDW or whatever SMG, because otherwise you're just gonna lose them, especially if they smoke first. If they smoke while they're running, this audio of the smoke will hide their footsteps even more, and they could just stop moving and bait footsteps and watch you go past them. Like that's a huge strat.
Yeah,
Really
I haven't
big.
had that happen to me before, but yeah, that sounds really smart.
Yeah, there've been times where I've been in choke points where there's no escape, and so what I'll do is I'll pretend to start running back and I'll smoke, but then I'll just go back to my smoke. Especially if you're in dark, concealed areas, people will just run right by you, and you could just kind of crouch walk away. They'll start looking. This whole team, especially when they're teams, multiple people making footsteps, makes it a little bit more difficult for them to kind of track you, especially if you're being more quiet, because their teammates will be making noise that kind of distracts and drowns out your own quieter footsteps. So it's like you have an opportunity.
Right, and you can blend in. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the things you're saying, not all the things. Some of the things you're saying, I've thought of. I'm glad that you're mentioning it because it makes me it validates like my thought process a little bit. For example, like
sure,
when you're saying like the trying to run with other people or trying to like time with the stamina, where if I'm like crouching, regenerating stamina, I try to time it when to the point of when I think the person chasing me or the person I'm chasing is also getting stamina.
Yeah,
but
what sometimes happens too is the person who's chasing you down will actually run out of stamina first, and so that will allow you, especially if you're getting behind cover and stuff faster than them, you could just turn on them,
right?
And sometimes that's pretty big. Just instead, I know a lot of people when they take damage, they're like, "Oh shit, I need to run and go for a stem." Sometimes the best advantage or the best thing to do, even if you get tagged to half or something, even though it's really risky, is trying to go for just some poke damage, because even that will stop them. Because
it'll scare them.
They have to stem.
Yeah. It'll put that's the thing. Like, well, you were asking earlier, right? How do I think this game compares to like other FPSs gunplay wise? I don't think the gunfights themselves, like actual pure aim versus aim, is hard. But this game, which is why I've been playing, like I started playing it a shit ton recently. And I feel like the reason I like it is I'm thinking about it a lot more like strategic game. Like, you have strategy in Valorant and CS and Overwatch and shit. You can
run... they're due to like having abilities and stuff as well.
Well, it's not even just that.
You're looking for cooldown.
Yeah, but you could do plans and stuff with your team and stuff, right? Or you could position and outplay the other team. But most of the time, stuff like that, like if I'm queuing into a pug, like competitive, honestly, 99.9% of the time, my brain is going off and I'm just clicking on people. And I aim pretty well, and it's a pug, so I don't need to play with my team that much. And I can get high rank like that. If I'm playing in like a team game, which is honestly where I have the most fun games like that, where I get 5 of my friends and like we all are trying our hardest, calling super hard, calling strats, thinking about the game, then I feel like I'm like playing chess almost. Like my brain feels like it's going.
Yes.
This game gives me that vibe all the time when I'm playing. I have to constantly be thinking, which is why I like
especially, it. It's in fights, especially when you start getting a lot more experience, and when you have higher tier gear. Like if you start getting, you'll find yourself still getting snuck up on by lower tier geared players, but like, with the extra armor, that means you have extra health pool, better stims, being
you can heal faster.
Heal faster and feel for more, especially with the forge shit in season 2, man. Like you could stim 50 of your health with 1 blue stim in 2 seconds.
God
because
damn!
of the
Wait,
gear perks from forge. Yeah,
you could upgrade blue stims in forge.
Perks. Season 2 introduced gear perks in addition to forged armor in a new map, right? And so some of the perks.
So sorry, I've never been to Tharis. The forge is on Tharis, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That was the new kind of emergent advancement in game cycle gaming. And so with forge gear, you go on the Theris, you acquire materials, you go down to a forge, you use those materials, you combine with your armor in order to upgrade them. You can go from blue to purple to exotic to legendary. If you really fucking grind. Jesus Christ, it's annoying.
So is it? Do you need items for it? Or do you just put like a piece in there and you wait for it to upgrade?
So that website that I gave you a link to, which is in your DM.
Yeah.
There's another one.
I was looking at it last night. Off topic. That website is fire.
I'll show you. I'm dual monitor setup. I'll just look at my fucking damage. I'll be like, oh, that's why I call out how many hits I have and headshots. And I try to consider, like, I'm literally doing math in my head for trying to, because I'm like, all right, did I have them with the armor that they have?
I also have more than one monitor, but like I like to play in full screen to reduce latency because windowed full screen introduces input lag, and I can feel it. Yeah, I've been super so I don't know. Since I was little, I've been super sensitive with like input lag. Like my friends used to call me fucking like brain dead for this. Like they used to unironically make fun of me.
Actually,
that's why I would not.
360.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would not be able to play console games unless, like, unironically, because I started on console, unless the game mode that I was playing on had game mode turned on. If the TV didn't have a game mode, I wouldn't be able to play. There would be way too much input lag.
Yep, I can tell it. But any racing game anything that requires like really subtle, quick, or smooth movements, you can't do it.
I just get nauseous.
Got really good.
That's the thing. Like,
I think it's unplayable. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I always thought it was more a frame rate thing, but you're right. It is an input lag.
It's definitely both because low frame rate. It's both. Low frame rate gives you a higher input lag.
I see, and it also just kind of distorts you.
Yeah,
that's another thing about it. It disorients you in your aim, and you overcompensate or you undercompensate.
You can. There are some games, like for example, I don't know if you have a Switch. Breath of the Wild.
I do. Yep.
Breath of the Wild, when you're playing Switch,
lag, dude.
There's a lot of input lag, but in like there's certain situations where the game looks great. It's drawing like decent frame rate, but it's at 30 FPS. And like that doesn't feel like 30 FPS though. Like if you played this game and like forced it down to 30 FPS, it would feel unplayable. But the other game, it's optimized better. The timings are better. So it's a mix of a bunch of different things. But input lag is like the main thing people feel.
Yeah, I wonder, because I run at 90 FPS right now, and it's usually oftentimes it dips, and I wonder if it's actually better.
You get it more consistent. 90. Okay, so when you're in full screen.
I capped at 90, but I wonder if I could cap at 60, and whether that would actually create gameplay for me. I mean, because I know 75 and
do you get stutters?
I do get stutters.
Okay, so lowering your frame rate can help with stutters. If you're not getting stutters, then I would recommend. What specs do you have?
I've got mid-tier specs. I would say, I mean, I run low settings for this game mostly.
I mean, like I said, if you're getting stutters while you're capped at 90, turning it down can help with the stutters, but generally
stutters at 60 though. Damn. It's just my graphics card is just mid-tier. I've been thinking about
Mhm.
upgrading again because I mean I've had multiple PCs in my lifetime. This is a laptop right now, so
Uh-huh.
that's anything.
It could
It's
also
still
be
available to
if you're
run it.
on a laptop, stuttering could be from either power draw issues or so it couldn't even be like a frame rate thing. Changing the frame rate might not matter, or thermal issues if it's getting too hot.
Yeah, that's true. Some other guy did that, and I recently serviced it myself because it was running pretty hot. But it's still hot right now too, so it's like
No matter what you do, even if you get like a super giant cooler for it, the laptop is designed to run the GPU and CPU as close to 99 degrees as it can. And it's going to boost as high as it can while maintaining that temperature. That's just how the
well,
laptops are
if
designed.
yeah, well, and this one seems to max or want to max at 90 until
Yeah.
that's when the jitteriness starts
Um,
of frame rate.
the only thing you could really do about that, and that's just the limit of laptop design. For you to have like that thin of a thing, there's not enough metal or like thermal capacity to throw in there.
Mm.
Um, the
Actually, I
only
could turn down my resolution scaling more
you could
probably.
do
That would
that.
help.
That would definitely help. Do
I
you
noticed on
have
the
a 30
playtest the
series card?
lowest resolution. I think I have a 1060 like
Okay,
GTX 30 or something right now.
so you don't have DLSS. That's unlucky.
I have DX12 enabled. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
What did
DX12
you say?
DLSS is like an AI upscale thing. You could like render the
Mm.
game at 480p and it'll look like 1080p or 720p.
I wonder if I could change my resolution and it would help with my frame rate.
It definitely
I'm just
would.
kind of
If you don't mind playing at 720p, it 100% would.
let's let's see.
Um, actually, if you're
I don't know. Still
CPU
generating.
limited, yeah, if you're CPU limited, it could also be pretty fucked.
CPU limited.
Yeah, so when you turn most games up in graphics resolution, or just not even resolution, the general like particle effects or render distance and stuff like that. When you just turn up the details, it puts more load on your GPU, and it gives less things for the CPU to render. The technic like I can get. I'm trying to think of like the simplest explanation I can give. Think of it like there's different algorithms and that each setting is using technically, right? If for you to have like a low foliage or snowfall, it's got to draw that differently. And usually when you go lower, it throws that load onto the CPU because it's an easier load, and the CPU has an easier time with it. So if your problem with your computer, like with the game, is your CPU is bottlenecking and throttling, then putting more work on your CPU by turning down the settings would unironically, or well, I guess ironically, make the problem worse.
Interesting. Yeah, because I've still noticed stuttering despite dropping the resolution to 720.
Check.
Turning resolution scaling.
Open up. Just click Control Shift Escape. It'll open up Task Manager.
Okay. Control.
Is your
Nope. Control Shift Escape. Thank you. Power usage very high for cycle. I wonder what that means too.
that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't tell you CPU percentage.
I've got 40% on CPU.
And then GPU how much?
GPU I've got 10%. But I think that's
put it
incorrect.
Put it on your second monitor and then tab into the cycle.
Yeah, one sec.
And then like start moving around and see what it says.
I'll share this as well. I think you can see this, right?
Yeah, I can. So yeah, like I said, move it onto your second monitor and click the cycle. The numbers should change while you're tabbed into the game. What's the utilization now?
It's still saying. Here, I actually have, I think, Alt-T. It'll show a pop-up.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Because I think I have 2 GPUs kind of running in this thing.
Yeah. You have a...
I got a 1660, excuse me, GTX 1660. So what does it say? Utilization. 40% on
and
this
40%.
for 32. Yeah,
Click
which I
Alt
think is
Z.
like relatively low. It's just it's Alt T for me.
Click Alt, and that's for the overlay. Click Alt Z. I want you to go to the settings of it.
Oh, okay.
Click Performance. I want you to click Settings on the the settings wheel, cog. Yeah. Click Advanced. Okay, there you go. Your
GPU
temperature
clock.
is not high, so you can turn the graphics up. Try to unlimit your FPS.
Yeah, let's see what it goes to now.
Okay.
So I'm getting 100, but I still get stuttering, which is, the dumb part.
Keep the thing up. Keep the performance overlay up.
Yeah,
It
I
should
will.
tell
I
you
will.
FPS in it.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. It's not as
So
fast as Cycle does.
you see that 99% FPS? That's the stuttering. So when you're going from 100 down to 11, right? That's what you're feeling.
Oh, I see.
But
Yeah, I
why?
feel the 13 for like a second, and it happens very frequently as well.
Yeah,
So,
but your CPU's only pinned at 40%. Um, Click your Windows button. See if you have CPU, or you probably don't. Type in hardware. Type in HW.
Windows HW.
No, you don't. You can, if you want to download it. The first thing that came up was what you had to download. Hardware monitor.
Well, I have this Ryzen controller. I have a Ryzen.
Does it open it? It might show you the temperature in it.
See, so this allows me to change the temperature limits on CPU.
Oh wait, let you change the limit? What is
Yeah.
the limit? 90? Okay. No,
I'm not sure
I
whether it
wouldn't
actually
change it.
changes or not. I'm not
I
sure whether it
wouldn't change it.
actually changes. I had a guy who recommended me going down to that. And also I have, hold on, I have one for GPU. I reset, exit that
So
out.
that's for changing
Take it.
settings. The other one just tells you your temperature of sensors. Yeah, this is that. Yeah, GeForce Experience. That's the performance overlay that you have.
Yes, I didn't mean to actually click that one.
You're good.
Actually, it's the Armory.
Oh, Armory Crate. Yeah, Armory Crate has. Yeah. Okay, so if you open that, that'll tell you the temperature of your CPU. You have an Asus laptop?
An update. Yeah, I do.
They're pretty good.
This one was pretty shit. I hate the touchpad. It's got a lot of fucking dumb shit about it for being.
How much did you get? Okay. That's kind of expensive,
However,
actually.
It is. It was at the time. It's like 3 years old.
Uh-huh. No, but I was gonna say, I used to work at Best Buy for a year. I'm in college.
Okay.
All of the Asus laptops I've seen there, like, usually when they're above, like, 1500, they have all of, like, the creature comforts. Good screen, good feeling trackpad, decent battery life, not too heavy. Under 1500, you get good parts, but the build quality suffers.
Yeah. Interesting. So I was so close. I would have dropped a little bit extra if I had known the trackpad was going to be instantly shit, dude.
Is it a tough?
It is a tough.
Yeah, that's their like budget one. The Strix or whatever has. I had the Strix for I want to say a month and a half. I got extended discounts because I worked there, so I would get a laptop and then return it.
Amazing. It's a pretty good deal, though.
No, it was amazing.
I guess it's gonna install again. Interesting.
No, it does that every once in a while.
Let's see.
Let me
if
look
I'm doing
up.
720, I'm gonna try to cap this up more. It's still granular though. It's 720. I'm still getting stuttering with it. This is 720 resolution.
Try to turn it up to 1080p.
on that one.
Do your frames go down a lot, or does it stay around the same? Yeah, so I don't.
80, 90,
It goes down.
70.
Click Alt T again. The 99% lows are a lot lower. I'm pretty sure. If it wants to open.
Yeah. Well, let's try it again.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Let it hook on for the FPS.
I don't know why it's not showing right now, though. Probably have to close cycle and open it back in, since I just did an update on it, I guess.
Try. Did you go out of full screen on the cycle?
And I'll come back in.
Check if you're in full screen borderless. No, you're not. Well, regardless, I'm pretty sure just looking at your FPS, it's definitely going a lot lower. Let me look up. 1 second.
It definitely is. It definitely is going lower.
Let me just see why does it keep dropping.
Hi everybody, this is Kefren, your favorite.
I like that you can actually set a cap in the playtest for your in-lobby FPS.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was actually a clever idea.
So the first one is the select random
To reduce
device.
load
I
between
recommend
games.
to
I thought that was
game
nice.
it's working.
You can drop it all the way to 30. I was like,
You can do
fuck
the
yeah.
same thing with NVIDIA.
Just so I could
Like
fucking
less stuff
turn down my
to use
FOV.
that.
Click your Windows button.
Really recommend to use that. Another
I
thing
think
that is
it's
really
it's
important,
locked, so I have to exit out. I don't know how to unlock my Windows button.
There's a game key. It'll be like a G or something.
Oh, there we go. It's FN.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we
Okay. Type in power settings. Yeah. Make this bigger. Click additional power settings on the right. And then, okay, you're already on high performance.
Use
Go
some more energy.
to.
I wonder if this would still work better though.
You can try it. Well, I would keep it on high performance. Because as long as you're plugged in, it shouldn't matter.
Oh, okay.
So exit this out. Right click your desktop, and then go to NVIDIA control panel.
Right click desktop. Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
And when it eventually opens, you want to go to manage 3D settings.
Another
Right
thing
clicking
that I recognize
desktop,
and also
NVIDIA
the
control
getting
panel.
a decent and NVIDIA this game is
And yes,
on it.
here we go.
Configuration should not be an
It
issue,
usually
but if
takes a
you're playing
minute.
on a laptop, really make sure that you're using
Scroll
that
down.
or a special.
So instead of optimal power, change that for maximum performance. Yeah. Or you can change it to prefer constant or consistent performance.
Hmm.
I don't have that on my computer. It's probably for laptops. Let me actually look that up. Power
See.
management mode, prefer consistent performance video. Let's see.
Sharpening. Oh, image sharpening is off, but yet you can control image sharpening in cycle.
So if you hover over it, go to the options. Yeah, so if you turn it on, what it's gonna do is it's gonna sharpen every single thing that your GPU draws. When it's off, when you go into your game settings or your application settings, if there's an option for sharpening or anti-aliasing and you turn it on in game, it'll override this.
Oh, I see. I see.
Mm-hmm.
But this does it for all applications.
Yeah, this does it for everything. So if you want to do it for Chrome and Discord and YouTube, you can do it that way.
Yeah. Why? Why would you want to do
I
it?
mean, like some people have weird TVs or monitors, and it looks
Yeah.
weird, and they want to adjust it. And they're really, I don't know.
I wonder if any of this stuff would be unnecessary for especially cycle. I could turn it off if it's using too
If
much.
you so this is global settings. What I would do if you want to change it for cycle, go to the top program settings. No, down, down, down. Oh,
Ah,
yeah, and then you should find the cycle. And so yeah. And you can change stuff here. You can specify that if you want. It's already picked to that, so it's not going to change
probably
anything.
is.
It says
probably is.
auto selected. It says auto selected video GPU.
Oh yeah.
And
Camera
on top of that, we know it is because your GPU is getting 40% use.
Yeah. Instead of cycle literally crashing if I change it to the other one. I've had to figure that one out the hard way. Literally wouldn't open again until I had to like
unlucky.
change this some other way.
Oh, low
Literally like
latency
Windows
mode?
settings.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. If you go to
if I go
graphic
into
settings,
cycle and I go to this and I change this, it breaks the game entirely. I was like, oh.
Wait, go back to select rendering device. Well, you have Microsoft
this?
Basic Render Driver.
What is that? I've
Well,
never seen that.
When your computer, if you hypothetically built this laptop, or for some reason it was wiped and you didn't have drivers, that's what it would use. But you do have drivers, so I don't know why it even exists.
Oh, my dad recently did a reset on my computer to make it
Okay,
faster.
there you go.
That could be it.
That's definitely what it is.
Maybe so. That's funny.
So it's not a bad thing. It's just normally not there on laptops. Go back because we didn't apply anything.
Oh,
Go to low latency mode. Or at the bottom there. I would turn that on. To ultra.
okay. Max frame rate. I wonder if the cycle thing overrides this anyway when I do it, like you said for the other setting.
Well, if it's use global setting off, then this should be the override. If you turn this on, this should override the cycle.
Well, that's unnecessary because I'd rather just be able to change.
You should have it in the cycle. And then just tap apply.
Oh sure.
I'm trying to look at an article to see what the power thing is. Adaptive power before maximum performance. Is it running better? Or it's still the same?
Still stuttering, but less. Yeah, you see it. It's still there.
Yeah.
But it's a lot less.
Go to the middle of the map. There's more stuff going on. It'll hit your system more. In Armory Crate, if it managed to open. You should be able go to. Okay, it's on turbo. Click the arrow underneath your CPU usage. There's a little white nod, bottom left. Left further. Left further. Above that. Yeah. Okay, no, that does not do the same thing that it does in my Armory Crate. Click that again. Why does it not? Oh, it's right there. Temperature, 87 degrees. Okay. Is there on the left? Try to click the third thing on the left.
This?
On the left bar. Third thing from the top.
This one?
From the top.
Oh, from the top. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Device.
System. GPU power saving. No. Go to the fourth one. The one right underneath the one we just picked. Yeah.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. No, not that. Go to one underneath it. No. The one underneath it. Also no. The one underneath that, maybe? Or click cancel. Or click profile 1. What is that? Click that. What is that? Performance. Save. It's weird. It tells you your fan speed, but doesn't let you control it. So if you want, you could check if you need driver updates here. You see the thing with the N? Underneath, on the left? All the way left? Yeah. Content platform? No, never mind. Click these settings at the bottom left. Update center. That's, I think, for Armory Crate, not for your computer. That bottom one would be for your computer. Okay, so then, no, this is irrelevant. You could close this out. So,
Yeah, when it came to messing with fans, this is the only option.
Yeah, because it tells you fan speed on the right, and for me, in my Armory Crate, I can control like on one more to the right. It tells me right there, like there, right underneath that. There,
Oh, yeah,
I would have options to control the speed, but you just don't.
Yeah, I wonder if that's something I can do in the BIOS, or whether that's not something I can do at all. Or I thought I had another app. It's this one right here.
Which one? Afterburner. That
yeah.
You should be able to control GPU fans. Maybe it might also not let you.
We've changed clocks.
You don't even need to use this. X this out. NVIDIA has one built in now. Alt Z. Oh, your game crashed.
Oops.
Oh, what's up, Maddie? How you doing? Sorry, just talking to chat. I'm about to play the cycle.
Alright, exit out of that.
What do you mean you remember me, bro?
Okay, so I go to Alt C. Let's see.
True. How have you been, homie? I miss you. Hope you've been good. Wait, go back to that. What did that say?
Oh, hold on. Performance monitoring.
Always show reflex flash indicator. Enable the reflex flash indicator to be shown to overlay. Oh no, never mind. No, I do not work at Best Buy. Also, what do you mean controversial convos? When have I ever been controversial? So here, if you wanted to overclock or anything, just tap enable automatic tuning, and then agree and continue, and then this would do it. So turn it off, don't do it now. You're streaming, so it's also going to take like an hour or two.
Okay.
Also, when you're streaming, it puts load on your GPU, so it's not going to give you like the most accurate overclock.
Okay, so when I turn off my stream, I could just do this though.
Well, you wouldn't be able to game either. If you want to do it now, you can. It's up to you.
Oh, but that would be overclocking, right? So what's the point?
So it's not just instant overclock. What this does, NVIDIA trained algorithm to overclock GPUs. This scans the maximum possible overclock that's safe for your graphics card at every voltage frequency. So the basic way to overclock, if you I don't know how tech savvy you are, would be, like you said, open MSI Afterburner, set a boost clock, set a memory boost clock, and just apply. And then every voltage will just have that boost clock, and that gives you a much more likely failure rate. So you're not going to be able to boost as high. If you individualize it for every single voltage that the card can run at, then you can get, because sometimes the card will be stable at a much higher frequency at a lower voltage, but won't be stable at that frequency at a slightly higher voltage. So this will scan through all of them and give it the best optimization. After it scans it, it gives you, so you see the line underneath it? Right underneath it again. That black spot should populate, and it should give you options for power limit, like everything in MSI Afterburner. Boost clock, memory clock, and you can individualize it that way if you want. Voltage.
I see. That would be nice that I didn't have it.
That way you don't have, that's what I'm saying. That way you don't need another program. But I think even like a professional that knows what they're doing, unless they sit there for like multiple hours tweaking it, testing it over and over again, tweaking it, they're not going to get a better overclock than the auto tune.
This auto one.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
Automatic. I see. So what you're saying though, cycle is unplayable if
nothing. Your computer is almost unusable while you're running this because it's going to be putting a load. So the way it tests if your graphics card is stable, it has to let's say it tests it at hypothetically 3,000 megahertz, right? Right now it's at 300. We'll add another 0, right? It's probably gonna crash. Okay. If you have any load on your graphics card at all, if you're watching a YouTube video at that frequency, your computer's going to blue screen. You're going to have to restart. If it does, so it's not going to know if it's stable or not, right? So it's going to have to restart. You're going to have to rerun the test. If you, on top of that, it might find it that it's stable instead of, let's say it would be stable at 3,000. It might find that it's not stable there because it thinks that it doesn't have enough like free utilization or free headroom, I guess would be a better way to put it. And it might give you 2,900 instead of 3,000. Another issue with having things open is it tests. So let's say it puts it at 29,000 megahertz, right? It'll test that by running a load. So it'll run a synthetic load and push your GPU to 100%. And see if it works or not. And if it works, then cool, we'll move on to the next one. And it'll run that load. And if it works, cool, then it'll run the next load. So when
you're saying that the reason to actually have this enabled is so you can see what those specific
values are. Right.
And then
it sets it. If you turn that on, if you turn that on, it'll set it, do it, scan it, and every time you launch your computer, your graphics card is overclocked. You never have to worry about it again.
So
I'll show you what mine looks like. Let me show you what mine looks like. It'll be easier. Just look at my screen. This will be much easier.
I'm watching.
Boom, boom. So my power maximum is, I set it to 114%. My temperature target, I have it to 90. And then this is the scan. It's plus 82 megahertz.
Okay.
And if I want to change the fan speed,
I see. Okay, so maybe that's something I should try then. Still.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is gonna fix your stuttering. It's definitely not, but you should definitely do it regardless. Like it's gonna give you better FPS. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which could, it could lead to better performance.
It could. I don't want to say it's going to fix your stuttering. I don't think it will. It might, but I don't think it will. Oh, you're sorry. I wasn't reading chat, Maddie. You said it rhymed in your head. It did. Oh, okay. That's fine. You're drunk and playing Valorant. Your account got placed gold. W. We're moving up in the world, Maddie. Well, what were you when we last talked? Silver? Iron? The honest, because I think that it's probably a CPU limiting issue, because you're at when you opened Armory Crate, it said 87 degrees with the cycle open.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think you set it to throttle at 90 degrees in the other program,
Well, I
which makes
disabled it
sense. Oh,
temporarily.
okay. Well, regardless,
Because
it's going to be near its throttling point at 90.
Okay.
I can. What do you remember exactly what CPU you have? I'll tell you exactly what the throttle is. You can check Task Manager.
Okay, I'll do that. I like
Performance.
I didn't know the key behind
Mhm.
the control.
It's
shift
useful.
escape for that. Super nice. Yeah, because I usually want Control Delete to get to it. But
Yeah, and
sometimes
then
I don't
Task
know it
Manager.
properly.
Yeah, that too. Also, I don't know if you do this or not, but you should have, if you go to View in Task Manager, you can have it always on top of other programs. Or options, I guess. Yeah, always on top. That way, if a program is frozen or something, Task Manager will be on top of it.
Yes. Okay, that's great. That is great. Thank you.
Yeah. So go to Performance. CPU. Okay, right there. Ryzen 5 4600H throttle temperature. Let's see. $4,600 So from AMD, the max temperature is 105. I would assume Asus set the max temperature at 99. That's what most manufacturers do. Or maybe 100.
So we're not hitting that then.
Well, it's gonna want to throttle before it reaches that temperature. That's the max temperature.
Oh, I see.
So
I go to cycle. I go to Alt T.
it shouldn't be throttling that hard though. It's performing within expectation. 4600H 1660. So it's like what?
There's something about being together, like catching up with
Doesn't
coworkers.
actually register my
We've
fan
also-
speeds right.
Welcome back, guys, to our first coverage of
I
the
forgot
new
to close
Ryzen
something
7.
or something.
Welcome back, guys, to our first. So the first problem we had
would be
here was
bad.
this update.
What? Sorry.
Sure, something would be. I was wondering why I'm not seeing this right now.
Oh.
Speed.
Because laptops don't report fan speed properly most of the time. I think Asus has like even on their own motherboards, if you build your own computer, they have like their own fancy fan headers where most programs have a lot of sensors on Asus motherboards just have issues being read from. That program I was telling you about, Hardware Monitor, it tells you. I'll show you. I should have it downloaded. I formatted recently, so I might not. Yeah, I do. Right here. I actually have hardware info. If you look at my screen. If I try to get information from some of the sensors on my motherboard, my computer will blue screen.
Oh, I see. And that's because why?
It's just the way Asus made the sensor.
I see.
If you try to access it without the way they want you to access it, it won't work. So my CPU right now is running at 105 degrees, by the way. I have a fully custom water loop, so it's not like abnormal for chips to get this hot. The reason I wanted you to download it is right here. It'll tell you if it's thermal throttling because of temperature. Right here. So my
Or power or something else.
yeah,
Or something.
because of power or whatever it is, voltage. It'll tell you what the issue is. So my frequency is being
What does
limited
this
right
say?
now
What does
because
this
of
ask
thermal
right here?
velocity boost. What? Sorry.
Okay.
It's
So what does
hardware
this
info.
add?
Hardware info.
just .com. Finally
I'll give you the exact link. Hang on.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's .com. There you go. So this will, like I said, or it tells you on PC, on computers. So I hope it tells you you on your laptop. I would assume it does. So right here, for example, right, core thermal throttling, yes. It just tells you yes or no. And my CPU is currently thermal throttling.
Okay, so I'm going to the...
There should be a power throttle too somewhere.
It'll be just the installer.
Yeah. You can click any of... you have to click the one underneath. So hover over it. Yeah. Any of them. It doesn't matter.
Local, US.
Yeah, the only difference is the location of the server.
Oh, I see. Fast CDN. Yeah.
I'm not sure what fast CDN stands for. I would click the first one.
This is the first one.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I would click, yeah.
Alright.
CDN fast server allows your web data to be stored in other cache servers so that visitors from farther parts of the globe can still enjoy the same quality browsing experience as you do. Okay, so what that means is there, so the second link is a server only in the US. The first link is every server that they have available, basically. So if there's a server, yeah. And then the installer. No, that's a virus.
Yeah, they always are, aren't they?
Let's scroll down.
Funny.
Yeah, one of those. I would do the installer, not the beta.
Oh yeah, here it is. Oh yikes! What a name right there.
This is like...
I'll never remember that ever again.
It's when you install it, it says hardware info. Or HW info, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah. HW. HWin. Oh, Winfo. HW info. 60 volt. Sure. Sure. All that good stuff. Sure. Well, bam. Well, bam.
And then start.
Oh yeah, this is what you did. So it runs this, figures out everything, and then it'll pop up.
And then close. This is just telling you it wants you to update to the beta.
Okay. Never.
X that out.
X this one out?
Yeah.
What is this? I guess
this is just telling your information. You could look at it if you want. It tells you like your CPU data, your GPU data. I would
pretty
click
much exactly what the ARM rate rate was doing though.
Yeah. Right? Sensors.
Okay.
Up. Yeah.
Right.
And then, so this is what I was talking about, right? So it says this is what it says. It says reading the data from the sensor may cause a higher system load or latency. For me, it crashes my computer. So I would put. You can try clicking continue. I would click don't monitor the sensor just to be safe.
All right. Which sensor was it? I wonder.
If you reopen it, it'll tell you. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
Scroll down.
CPU, memory timing, CPU.
Right there. Thermal throttling. Oh, so it's at 100% of the thermal limit. Right above it, thermal limit, right above your mouse. Yeah. Right now, 96.66. On the right, if you go 2 columns right, that's the maximum value that it's been at. The average is the third column. So average is you right now at 97.2% of your thermal limit. You're not
is
thermal
that because
throttling.
maybe the thermal pace that I have?
No, that's because you're running a laptop. This is pretty
also,
like
these
within
tough
reason.
laptops. Yeah, these tough laptops.
If you bought, I'm telling you, if you bought a $5,000 laptop with the best cooling solution on the market, it's going to thermal throttle. The chips in the laptops, if you give it more cooling, it could run faster. Every single laptop chip on the market right now, but they're designed so that it's like Intel is going to design a laptop chip or a CPU for AMD for their tough laptop, and that they can't use in a Dell laptop that has a different form factor because it has less cooling, right? So they're gonna make one CPU for this generation, and every manufacturer can then set their own limits for it. So if you have enough cooling for, let's say, 15 watts of CPU power, right? Then you set your CPU, you get a 15 watt CPU, whatever the highest speed 15 watt CPU is, and that's the CPU you're using, and that's the limit you set. Like you can.
Well, so it's
I don't know if that
saying
made sense.
The throttling isn't happening.
Yeah.
despite the
So
numbers.
put it on your
So what
second
does that
monitor, go
mean?
into the game.
Put on my second monitor.
Go into
Should
the
I close
game.
everything else out? Not
I would-
stream.
I would, yeah, you could not stream, and then I would close Edge and stuff. I wouldn't close that. That's gonna close the sensors,
Okay.
and you can close
This-
everything else.
Edge.
I mean, not stream too, because even watching my stream is gonna hate load.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, you closed it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just try to move around and stuff in game, and then we can. So you don't even have to be keeping active attention to it. If we go back and that maximum column turned to yes, then we know.
Yeah. Oh, we'll go back to this one, the maximum. You're saying if this number hits this number, essentially?
If it
maxes out?
not 100% no. So underneath the percentage, there was something that said thermal limit or thermal throttling, something along those lines. And then it was no or yes.
Yeah, I
Those-
haven't seen it at yes yet.
Okay.
For any of these.
So if it's not a yes, that means it's not being. That means the chip doesn't think it's hot enough that it needs to slow down. That's what that means.
Okay.
So if it's still stuttering because of that, then I don't think it might just be a hardware limitation where like your laptop parts are too slow.
Yeah. Which I'm not noticing it right now.
It's not stuttering.
Yeah,
You
so maybe we
leave
had,
the thing
we
open.
changed that. Okay, some stuttering still. Some stuttering.
You could leave
it's
the
less.
thing okay because we changed a lot of settings. We could leave it open in the background because that sensor stuff, it's putting like 1% load on your CPU. It shouldn't, if 1%. So like it's not putting any strain on your computer. You could leave that running in the background.
Yeah.
You can minimize it even if you're worried about it doing anything, because then it won't even
Yeah.
like update. It'll just update in the background and save it. And then we can go back after we do a run, and if it says yes, then we'll know. Because a run is gonna give you like the biggest load. You know what I mean?
And the maximum will say yes or something as a.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It'll update. That's what I'm saying. The maximum. If it thermal throttled for half of a second, then that's gonna update.
I see. It's not going to disappear on you. I mean, in the current it would.
The current it'll change. Yeah, it'll say no, but the maximum, because the yes and no, the no is a 0, the yes is a 1. So it's gonna turn to 1 for a second, and then it's gonna be like, hey, there was a 1, and the maximum is gonna say 1.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I get what you're saying.
Sorry for going on this tangent. When people talk about computers, I like. I'm a
appreciate
computer science major, so I enjoy this shit, you know.
Yeah. No, I've wanted to actually design. Well, I've wanted to be a video game designer. Essentially, I wanted to work for either Naughty Dog Studio or I wanted to work for Jaeger, just because I like the cycle so much and I see a lot of potential still.
No, yeah, 100%. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. Part of me wants to be a game developer. Part of me, I heard like the stuff Elon Musk is doing with the brain interface stuff. I've been wanting to get into that, but
Brain interface.
yeah, I don't know if you heard anything about that.
No.
Elon,
That's the first
you know
time.
Elon Musk, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so he's making a thing called Neuralink. Well, he has a company called Neuralink. They've put it in pigs already. According to him, he can. Well, this is public information, guaranteed. I know for a fact this works. They have a sensor in the pig. The pig they can measure obviously just random information. They can measure what muscles it's moving off the sensor. It's one sensor in their brain. and like they can figure out what muscles they're controlling, what they're like, if they're eating, if they're looking at something, what they're doing from that sensor.
That's what it means by Neuralink.
They put it in monkeys. A monkey has been able to completely play a game on a computer with its mind. So it'll be like a simple game. I'm not sure what the game is. And as a reward, it'll get like a banana smoothie or something. So it'll keep doing the objective with its mind, no controller, and for the reward, right? So
Sure, that's
they've
wild.
Mind
control.
Right. It's computer
Not
control
necessarily in
with
the
a.
evil sense yet.
It's
Yeah,
not even.
computer.
It's not even. It's we're not controlling the monkey. The monkey's controlling a computer.
Yeah.
They've given a monkey a virtual tentacle, and like to see if the monkey could like control it, to see if like if it hypothetically had another limb, like a cybernetic arm or something, would the brain be able to figure out how to use it? It figured out how to use the tentacle and properly like with like control the nerves, like the virtual nerves and whatever. Within like I don't know how long, but it was very fast.
Like hours, days, or
I have no idea, but like the fact that it was possible is insane to me. Like the fact that the brain is like malleable enough to like just adapt to a tentacle, or like some foreign piece of body that like it's not supposed to exist on you. Your body could just adapt to it.
That's not a part of you. Yeah.
Right.
The idea of like mechanical parts and stuff too, you know, like Luke Skywalker's hand when he got caught.
Yeah. So that stuff exists for humans too. This is especially insane to me too. I've been researching this for a few years. This stuff is kind of fucking crazy, bro. It gets insane. Like, there's blind people. We can currently, with our current technology, this exists. Obviously, super expensive, but it's doable. We take a camera, we can link it to the nerve cells in your eyes, and you can see the video feed.
Wow.
Which isn't. I can't comprehend that.
Incredible. That's incredible.
Like,
It's a bunch of sensors, man. The machines. Man,
right.
Machines.
No, yeah.
We're not so different.
I mean, it's electrical impulse.
Yeah. Which can be translated into information. The whole music thing about something that's analog being able to be turned into digital information and played back and converted. That's crazy, man.
Even if we don't think about like cybernetics and stuff, I'm gonna get like, if you have a chip in your brain, right, and all it does is type what you think. Okay, that's all it does. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
At the speed that you type. Okay, or at the speed that you think. Okay.
At the speed that you think. Yeah. Okay. What about it?
If you the fastest typer in the world types 300 words per minute. Right? Maybe.
Oh, why? Oh.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. That's actually really fast.
Right.
So fast.
Maybe I'll be reasonable. 500 words per minute. Okay.
Yeah, normal. They're typing.
Literal. Yeah. We're typing with a keyboard. Okay. Maximum peak, like optimized keyboard layout, piece professional, #1, 500 words per minute. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
Right? Your brain can't compete with that. He can't compete with your brain. Your brain fucking destroys that. You can if you have a brain interface and you want a job and somebody else doesn't have a brain interface, that person has no chance. If you can access Google, do calculations in your mind at the speed of a computer, like, I don't know. And then on top of that,
some funny TikToks and memes about that.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah, tell me the definition of this.
No, yeah, and you can just look it up.
Oh, I got it. Oh no, something's changed. Oh.
Right. Like, you could just do calculations. You could just do like, oh, I have a question for physics. Oh, hang on.
Oh Oh, I just researched the whole thing now.
Right. Imagine this technology gets perfected. I don't know if all of them saying is possible.
Well,
It's not
perfected,
done.
but accessible. Imagine
Right.
that becoming more
No,
accessible.
that would be fucking. It would. It's like a new step in evolution almost.
Yeah, and actually think about it too. Any technology, a good example for me in the 1800s was trains, dude. They used to be this really modern, or really kind of lavish luxury.
Yeah, and now
or
everybody
rich.
has them.
And now everyone has
It's
access.
super cheap. It's dirt cheap.
That's
And
right. So,
eventually, hopefully, it'll be like that. Eventually, hopefully.
well, it's probably going to be a trend where, yeah, that kind of thing does become more available, especially in countries where healthcare is more free.
No,
and
100%, yeah.
Because people will be able to get those modifications as kind of just, I don't know, the
No,
free of the
100%.
government or whatever, or just
Think,
'cause
you know
it's available.
ChatGPT? Think if
Yes, I
ChatGPT
do.
was in that.
Yeah, no, I was amazed
Like-
with ChatGPT already.
Like, think if ChatGPT like 2 was in that. Like the
Right,
better version of that.
right.
Like,
Where your mind is thinking and communicating with an AI.
like
at the
it's
same time,
it's
figure out information.
insane. It's actually insane.
That'd be wild. That'd be pretty wild.
Which is why part of me is like, damn, you should go like work on that and study that. But then the other part of me is like, damn, you really want to dual major computer science and neuroscience? What the fuck is wrong
Of
with
course.
you?
Everyone
Like,
specializes, man. But it's that dual specialization which makes you even more unique.
yeah, no, I would get a job if I did it. But you know, it's just I have to go through so much college and so much work and so much debt. Holy fuck.
Yeah, but the outcome of that is, and especially with how things are in America, everyone's got debt.
No, yeah, no, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just tedious. I don't want to. I want to go to
Yeah.
sleep and play video games.
Exactly. That's where I am too. I'm just like, I just want to play cycle, man.
That's like, bro, I had class today and I
Here's
was
the
like,
thing.
I don't want to go.
Here's the thing, though. I've come to understand a little better, though, that like, I mean, I've done a whole lot of writing, which I really haven't done any serious writing since I left high school, and even in my college days, well, I did some good writing in college days, but I never really took advantage of scholarships and like wrote things in my kind of spare time, you know? Because yeah, I'd rather just do other things, but writing about cycle has been one of the only things that has really kind of curbed or kept, I don't know, sometimes sparked an interest.
Yeah, no.
Because I've been like, imagine taking some of the things. I'm a creative at heart when it comes to cooking in the kitchen, and I will just, it doesn't stress me out. I can just, you know, throw whatever I've got right now in a recipe, and I can make it work. You know.
No,
And
I'm
so
I'm the opposite way. Sorry, continue.
I have such a large repertoire when it comes to the games that I've played and the kind of insight I've taken away from them. Just years and years of playing and taking in that information and kind of experimenting and quality testing or quality assuring, whatever, QA testing, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally, and so, like in Cycle, one of the things I thought about was because people talked about the difficulty of entry for new players and, you know, the skill difference between the max geared people and, you know, lower tier people. And well, actually, one of the biggest problems in this game was player count. People stopped playing it, and a lot of them had to do competing. But another part of that too, for people late wipe, is like there's not enough content for you, right? So it's
Balancing
like they'd rather
this game
just
is
not
hard.
play. Well, I thought a good idea for that was do what Apex did. They had small arena modes. They're casual. They're short. They're 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe, if that. Actually, 20 minutes is probably long. That's like a League of Legends match.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
probably
10
a
minutes
whole,
maybe.
battle
Like
royale.
maybe
Yeah.
15 minutes longer.
You know, a 3-minute round is like a Valorant thing, probably 5-minute round, maybe.
Yeah.
You know,
The
Imagine-
total Valorant game is like 40 minutes though. But yeah.
right? I thought like if Cycle were to implement some sort of other game mode, that would be cool as fuck, and I'd be like, I would love to design that because I used to be a big player of Halo, and I was really interested in Forge, just the map design, level design, and what kept that game alive to this day. I think this is one of the biggest reasons why Halo has stayed alive was because of custom matchmaking and people being able to come up with their own servers, game modes, maps.
Yeah.
Racing was created. Minecraft did the same thing, man. Minecraft, you can make your own servers. You can make your own in-game lobbies.
That's why GTA is still a thing.
Yeah. GTA, does that have custom lobbies and stuff too? Oh, yeah, they do.
Five of
they
them.
fucking do. Yeah. But the thing is, with GTA, though, a
can
lot of those
completely
systems
remod.
are so rudimentary, though. But I don't know.
You can completely redo it. You can add new cars. You can add new cities. You can add new like vehicles, jets, whatever. You can remake the game.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't think it was as easy to do. I'm not sure. Did Halo release mod tools?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, I heard a story about these Russian or just foreign, non-American modders that's
what happens a lot.
Source, yeah, they took Halo 3 Source, and when Halo 3 wasn't even a thing anymore, you couldn't play online servers. They created a PC
Yeah.
with that, and you could play Halo custom server lobbies,
No, that's
and
fire.
they were still active. And I was like, bro,
I love devs that do shit like that is actually like amazing. Like it doesn't make sense to me that you have a game. Well, it does make sense to me. You can't keep providing for the server, but like give some way for the players that like your game to do something with it. You know what I mean?
And like in the trend of the video game industry to just either abandon a game and create a sequel or fucking do a remaster.
It's so
or
cringe.
A remake
It's
completely.
so cringe,
like,
and it's a worse game 99% of the time.
Yeah. Why not take what already good, stable, good foundation that you have that has become successful in some right, you know, to some scale, some degree, and you create an old school DLC content, and people want content, you know, not all the
Game
time.
devs
You know,
don't care though. They see like a dollar.
the AAA, you're right. The AAA's don't care because the thing is, people will still pre-order their fucking broken ass, unupdated, unfinished, unpolished.
Like
games
look at
Cyberpunk
Pokemon, bro.
2077. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Don't even look at Pokemon, yo. I can't believe their last game ran at 30 FPS when Breath of the Wild did what it did. I could not.
Bro, Arceus was so sad. It was unbelievable.
Oh, it's laughable, dude. It
had no content. It was barren, and it still ran like shit.
Yeah, it was awful. And my girlfriend loved the shit out of it because she's like, it's hilarious, dude. Bugs everywhere, left and right. That thing was a fucking prototype that you just paid $60.
It literally was. It was a playtest. That was a playtest.
Yeah. And the thing about Cycle, it's like, well, alright, I don't like the movement necessarily of Apex Legends. So, and I don't like the hardcoreness of Escape from Tarkov, and I really don't like the cartoony Battle Royale-esque thing of Fortnite, even though it's really polished as a game. It's like, I like the movement of Cycle. I like the gunplay of Cycle. I like the PvE, especially of Cycle. Especially in the playtest, dude. They really upped the AI difficulty. To the point where I was like, yes. Because that's one of the, I was talking to a guy at work today about this. He says he loves Black Ops Zombies, and I was like, I couldn't really get into it because I feel like I want to play with players. I like multiplayer. You know, but it's like
I love zombies.
Perfect combination of if there was Black Ops, if Call of Duty did fucking zombies and player versus player, they would have the next big fucking thing. They would absolutely.
I don't know, because they had zombies in Battle Royale. In
Battle Royale
in the
was
Black
maybe
Ops
too
Battle
big
Royale
for that kind of thing.
Maybe
I don't know. Maybe.
I have no idea.
I didn't actually get to experience
the thing for zombies that I liked a lot. I like the draw for zombies is a lot different in my opinion. Maybe just for me specifically. And also
considered a whole other game mode, like in Halo, like Infected, you know?
Yeah, no, it's not just that. I mean, like, the reason I personally like zombies isn't just like it's nice and fun to grind for a high round, even though it's a mind-numbing 99% of the time, right? But like getting a high round and being like, yo, I got the X round on this map to your friends, that makes me feel good. Easter eggs in that game are like in Black Ops 3, the Easter eggs, they were fucking amazing. And even in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, the Black Ops 1 was kind of mid, But it was pretty early. Like, I'm 21 right now.
Yeah, they were just in the fundamental game concept where the game concept's after that. You know, that was a pioneering.
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. Like, it like the fact that I could play. I think I was like 10 at the time, or 11 at the time. Black Ops 1. I like remember playing Kino. The first time I figured out that you could like
at the end of the hard like campaign as well, they just throw you into it, and you're like, what the
yeah,
fuck is
no,
this?
and World at War, no, that's just amazing. I found that so fucking cool. Finding a ray gun in World at War on the campaign was so fucking sick.
Yeah.
In Black Ops 1, the computer, just having the computer in Black Ops 1, there.
Okay.
Like, and it unlocking. I think you can unlock maps if you typed in certain codes in the computer, which was fucking insane.
That. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't actually take advantage of that. But yes, in the room that you spawn in.
When he's asking for the numbers. Yeah, you could like spam X in the thing instead, or square or some shit, instead of like getting taking a menu item. Get out of the chair, walk around the fucking room. That shit was crazy to me.
Oh yeah, that's like super Easter eggy, and that's something that games don't do anymore. It's all loot boxes.
Yeah.
Cosmetic garbage.
Like Overwatch, even now, bro, it's gotten so bad. Like Overwatch, when it first came out, I was like, damn, this game has loot boxes. This game's trash. This game's cancer. Right?
Yeah.
I played Overwatch. I got every single cosmetic. Every single one. Without paying a dime. Okay? Only by playing the game. Now, they literally deleted Overwatch 1. Renamed it Overwatch 2. Didn't really add any other content. They just kind of rebalanced the way the game worked, updated the graphics a little bit. Instead of 6v6, it's 5v5. They added 1 or 2 more characters after not adding any content for 2 years. Okay.
Oh my, yikes.
And then called it a new game. And then, here's the kick, right?
The audacity, yo.
They remove loot boxes, alright? Keep in mind, if you played the game, like I said, you could earn every single skin. Every single one through the loot boxes. And I don't even think I had that much time. Actually, I was a Overwatch gamer, but I had like maybe total Overwatch gameplay 1,000 hours, which is a lot. But I got all the skins like 5. Right, like, and I don't think that's insane. You know what I mean? Like, I think 500 hours, I had every cosmetic. 100 hours in, you have every skin you want. Like every skin you would want to buy. Now for you to get the same. They didn't even change the skins. They added a few new skins. But for you to get the same skins from Overwatch 1, okay, that you could earn for free, guess how much it costs?
How much?
$20 for one skin!
Oh my goodness, you're insane.
A skin that you could get for free before this update!
Wow. Yeah, that's questionable.
Like, they actually have me wanting loot boxes back. It's gotten that bad. I want the loot boxes back.
That's why I haven't even been paying attention to those games since
like
Battlefield 4 on PlayStation 3.
Oh my!
Had all the hardware.
I think that's when Black Ops 3 came out too, right? I think.
What about it?
Because that was, or Advanced Warfare maybe. That was when COD first started getting supply drops.
Yeah, I think. Well,
I think it was around the same time.
I didn't even play Infinite or Advanced. I didn't buy those. I was done.
I think Advanced. Done. I think Advanced. MW3 was like the most fun. I had fun in Advanced Warfare, but it was definitely cancer. For you to play the game, like actually play the game, you had to get the meta guns, and the meta guns were behind the loot boxes. And at the beginning of the game,
no way.
The beginning of the game, you could earn the loot boxes. A month or 2 in, they changed it. You couldn't earn the loot boxes anymore.
You had to buy them.
Yeah, I mean, you could earn them, but you couldn't really earn them. Like, you had to buy them. Initially, like, it was actually doable. Like, you could earn them. You had to grind, but you could earn them. And then the only annoying part is, it was a roll. I remember that was what people were tilted at originally. It was, you just had to, you had a chance where you could like earn 1 million loot boxes and not get what you want. That chance was there.
Yeah.
That's like, it wasn't an issue of, oh, I have to buy a loot box. And then they changed it where, oh no, wait, we can make money off of this.
Yeah, and I'm so going back to Cycle. It's like one. I think their cosmetics have been pretty trash. Especially
I think all of their cosmetics are dog shit.
All of them have been pretty like. All right, what are we doing here, guys?
And they're way too expensive. I think the Orm in this game is way too expensive.
These rewards are only for the best prospectors.
Yeah, the 500 for like a weapon coating, which is usually what I go for as well, and also the fact that the weapon coatings per
It's
weapon.
500 for weapon coating, but 1,000 Arum is $13. So it's not even $5. It's like $7 for a weapon coating.
Heading
Like
off
six
for
and a
another
half.
drop.
A lot of that stuff I haven't even necessarily paid for.
It's earning it, yeah.
Yeah, you're earning a lot of that, which is different. But also,
But it's so slow too.
and this is probably a side tangent though, but different guns, the skins, the coatings will look different on each of them. Because
Wait, so if you buy one coating, is it
Unlock
for every
something new
gun? I thought it
today.
was just for
it is
that gun.
it is for every gun. However, that weapon coating might not look the same on a different gun. Because of, I don't know, fucking bullshittery. Go to the trench gun. Every simple weapon coating does not look like the one that you see on the PDW. The colors are off. The colors look
Heading
trash.
off for another drop.
And
It's probably
like,
something to do with
phasing-
emissivity and stuff, like the emissivity actual values on the gun.
Yes. And so, yeah, it's like, come on, this is. we should
Yeah,
have-
and you spent money on that.
This is-
Well, I guess you didn't,
Yeah.
but like, you technically did. Like that. That's
kinda-
I spent the premium
I'm not using
currency
my
on
money.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
not using
I
my
could have
money.
spent money on that.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I was like, I didn't see a point in getting any of the like daily offer skins or whatever. I was saving up 950 to buy the battle pass, and I have 975 now. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth
Something new
it,
today.
but I like the level 100 knife in this battle pass, or 99 knife. I think it looks cool. The burning
Oh
blade.
yeah.
So.
Oh, the burning blade. I think it's too tiny. I got the machete. I got a yellow.
It
I got
is
a yellow
small.
machete.
See you
Bye.
around, prospectors.
All right, this is a CS thing, I guess. My favorite knife in that game is the butterfly knife, and I used to trade a shit ton in that game too. I went through like every knife in that game, even like the super rare ones. When I played, they weren't that expensive, and like trading, I didn't put any actual money in the game other than for keys, and I unboxed my first knife, so I got super lucky, and then I traded up. But having a bayonet, like the big knife, or a Bowie knife, I always hated. I felt like it took way too much of my screen. It didn't do any cool animations. Like it was, I got the appeal, right? It shows you more of the skin, right?
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
Like, and I remember trading, like, I would always be looking for, like, butterfly knives or, like, karambits, and there were some people on trading servers that would be like, nah, I only want a bayonet with this pattern. Like, I would have, like, a marble fade. I remember I had a marble fade, not butterfly. What was it? It wasn't a Kara. Fuck, what are the knives in CS? Hang on. These are knives.
I can't even really tell you myself. I mean, I never played it. CS:GO.
You're
I,
good.
I played it. I played probably 2 or 3 matches.
That's understandable,
CS:GO.
bro. It was a gut knife. I had a fire. No. Flip knife. That's what it was. I had because the flip knife and gut knives were the 2 cheapest knives at the time, or falcon knife were the 3 cheapest knives at the time. And I had that marble fade with the pattern fire and ice, which is like a super rare pattern. And a guy won fire and ice, but he won on a bayonet because it had more of the pattern showing. Which I mean,
Just-
like I said,
that
I
is
get.
just cosmetic skin stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not really gameplay breaking, and that's the thing about Cycle. It's like you had so many people not like leave this game because they felt like it just wasn't fun to play anymore. You know, and I totally get the thing about cheaters and you go in with really good gear, whatever fucking gear you had. You know?
I
if
think-
you get killed multiple times and it's like it's all cheaters.
The
Season
system,
1.
the system where you get your stuff back, I think is so smart.
It is smart. I don't think it's enough though. Still, just because of all the mats and stuff that all the time invested.
Yeah.
Man. It's really annoying. I can only imagine how difficult it would be to like get your whole bag back and stuff anyway after that, because that's a lot of information to.
I mean, I've had it happen to me before. I've gotten all my shit back. I
You get attachments, you get guns, but you don't get your mats.
I don't remember what I had on me. I remember I had a purple gun. I think I got some stuff back. I honestly can't remember. You would
But it's
you
still
would
not
know.
everything.
You would know.
Still not. Yeah. And here's the thing, though. I think that's something that would bring players back to the game and bring Cycle, I don't know, kind of back to the forefront of people's minds again, is if it was more accessible to casual players, which I think having a more casual game mode is the move, is the play.
I
think
agree with you to a certain extent, but I don't get how that would be implemented. I get what you're saying. I get your concept.
This is what all the writing that I have done has been about, is how to implement that. Because I'm a designer. I've designed stuff. I've designed my own games in the past. Board games, card games.
That's fire.
I've done a whole lot of Forge stuff, so I have like map design stuff as well. So with this game, just to give you a little snippet about it, and also I'm thinking I'm running blue armor basic bulldog. I'm thinking just casual right now.
I don't have blue armor unlocked, so I'll run green. I have a shit ton of.
Okay.
I don't have it on. I think I can craft green armor, but I don't have the mats for it. I have a shit ton of green armor anyways.
That's fine. Oh, we can run. I think right.
And I have
favorites for a little bit probably, as well.
I'm down.
Yeah, but I think the implementation for creating this kind of game mode is you take, say for example, Bright Sands, right? Tons of different locations you could visit on Bright Sands. Imagine just playing, instead of the whole map, just one of those locations. At the very simplest form. You play on Power Plant, you play on Base, you play on Crash Ship, you play on ECP. Or you make it just a little bit more complex, and you have just like that location.
Like 2 or 3. You could have you could have like 2 base camp and water treatment.
Flanks. So there's some fun flanks to do. There's some cover that you can do. You know,
right.
To get a shot.
That's actually a good idea.
Superness. Yep. And I also thought, well, what do you do for creating interesting gameplay? Give people loadouts. You know, make it white, green, blue as your loadouts. You could have like a K-28 sniper, so people are actually using the K-28 in games. You know, you got the fucking gun in here. Let's have people use it, all right? Otherwise, get rid of it.
True.
Or you could have a PDW and a Bolty as well, right? You can have some weird combination. You could have Phasic Bulldog, you could have AR, and like a shotgun.
Honestly, in a game mode like that, it might make sense to have all of the guns have similar damage values and just have you pick.
Well, yeah, it could be. They could be tweaked. That's the thing about those game modes too. Like more balancing would be needed in some ways. It's about testing. The initial test. This is what you'd set up. What you would do for the maps is you would have what Halo did, power weapon slots. I think so. You could have purple and above.
Sorry,
guns.
I couldn't hear you. What was the last thing you said? In Halo, like Halo did.
Halo, I think Halo 4, they started implementing this power weapon slots.
Okay,
so essentially, hard on the map somewhere. It could be like the top of ECP landing pad where it's really open and exposed and dangerous. People are going to try to be getting up there or whatever. Or it could be really low spots. You know, it could be a combination of things. You could like have a comrade that you get that's in the river somewhere, and you have.
I didn't play Halo, so I'm thinking like Quake, like a rocket launcher spawn.
Yes, exactly. So it's just a location on the map that has a weapon spawn, or it could be a gear spawn, or utility, or whatever.
Right, something good. Something good that's going to give you an advantage.
Yeah, you can have different degrees of
even it doesn't even have to be a weapon. It could be a buff. Like you run faster.
Exactly.
You do
or it could be a vehicle. Or,
right.
I used to have vehicles, right?
I think Cycles should have vehicles.
They had them in CB1 too, so it's only a matter of time. But this is what they do to bring the players back, so they have more data for testing and all sorts of stuff, and people come back to play the hardcore game as well, because you'll be. The idea is you cycle back and forth between the softcore, hardcore gameplay. Yeah, exactly. I use that. Definitely pun intended. But anyway, these power weapons will spawn just after they spawn periodically after a timer, you know? And so that creates rounds or matches of these casual games where there's opportunity to play with these higher level weapons and try them out and use them as part of a tactic with your squad. And you play, you know, with maybe just 2 teams, or you play with 3 teams or 4 teams. And kicker, here's the greatest fucking kicker of all: there's respawning. And
that's a good way. It could be, because I remember I was watching. I honestly didn't. I never played the original The Cycle, and I watched a little bit of gameplay on it. It looked like a battle royale.
It was.
So if they do something similar to that, then like you're saying, I think your idea is actually really good.
Jetpacks.
They were. Yeah. If they do something like that, and it would help you improve the actual game. It would give people an introduction to the franchise.
Yeah. You wouldn't just have players that are stuck at white, green, blue gear that have shit tactics. You know,
like me.
So grindy for that, right? Yeah, you actually have the ability to practice. And here's the thing, though: it's not hardcore. It's not the looter shooter. You don't take gear. You don't win that gear when you win these matches. It's just like, and here's the thing: you can even play it in the Cycle lore. It's just a simulation. The tutorial simulation was just that, you know.
Yeah.
Why not this thing just be that? And you add just a few more servers. You could have unranked and ranked.
I think this game could also if it took off, I feel like it has quite a bit of lore. Like, it could be turned to like a type of RPG type thing.
RPG. I mean,
it's not in the sense of go do missions or further expand in the ICA Korolev Osiris lore, you know what I mean? Like, make the missions more in depth, make the actually give it a meaning. Like, right now the missions feel like go do this.
Are 3 tasks.
Right.
What if a mission was 10 tasks?
There's some like that. That's what I'm saying. And it give you go get this item. And right now, you go in season 3 they changed it. Right. You have to go to the waterfall and find evidence of the attack or whatever. Right.
Yes, I think that's actually an improvement.
Yeah. No, I agree. And but then after you pick that up, it feels like it's never brought up ever again, and nothing ever has to do with anything, and it's kind of just left there. Okay, what attack?
Well, I think
probably the Howler.
A better incentive for keep making those places more relevant is if they added good loot that's in those spots. So that even after you finish doing the quest type stuff, imagine if they put weapon boxes in some of these weird spots, people would actually have an excuse to go to these places again. Why isn't there a fucking weapon box in Lagoon on Bright Sands, man? Give people a reason to go fight in fucking Lagoon after 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of the cycle being a thing. Because literally season 2, no one goes to fucking Lagoon, and it's such a cool place.
It looks cool.
During the storm, all that shit lights up and it's awesome.
Wait, I've never been there during the storm.
All that shit looks so cool, dude. It's all of it is so.
This game looks really pretty.
It's amazing, and the fact that's why in the playtest that was huge. One thing I thought was really huge of the playtest was the flashlight buff. It's brighter and it sees farther. Simple. We needed that, and now that makes fighting in the storm a lot less fucking dumb because you can actually see shit. And it's not nearly as dark. Dude, there's so much. Even that casual fucking gameplay experience could have a storm cycle in it.
No, yeah.
You play through. You could practice fighting people during the storm, and there could be. I haven't even talked about keeping PvE elements in there, man.
You definitely could have. You could just have mobs running around. You could have during those smaller.
It could be around the power weapon spawns. You had to fight.
Well, it doesn't even have to be like that. When you have, let's say you pick, I don't know, Lagoon, right, as the spot for the battle royale, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you could put on that special game mode a special loot room or a special cave. A lot of games do that. Where they'll have
additional cover, or,
right? Because it's a smaller map.
Yeah, Last of Us did that actually with their multiplayer maps compared to their campaign. They actually redesigned entire areas to compensate for or to help
Which they have
facilitate
to. It makes sense.
competitive play. It has to. They had to. Or they
Right.
didn't have to. But the fact
They
that
should
they did
have.
it and that they had that kind of thing in mind and they were thinking about gameplay and
Right.
not
But
just,
if you're making a multiplayer game and you don't think about those things, it makes it less fun for the community.
Which is why I think the addition of more foliage and trees and stuff in
There should be more cover.
Well, they added more cover. They added all sorts of foliage in all these spots that they didn't have before. I've noticed so many areas that they improved, especially on Bright Sands. And I was like, they were really thinking about that stuff. And those are big changes in my mind because especially it helped with the new AI that they introduced because the AI will sniff you out and hunt you down. But they have line of sight blocking when you're in like a bush. And there are bushes everywhere, so it's like the second you hear footsteps, oftentimes you'll have just enough time, if you're quick, to look for the nearest cover and get out of line of sight. And so that just makes Cycle so much more fun. And people were fucking up all the time and just getting caught off guard because they weren't playing against AI.
I don't know if it was. I was trying to, like, I felt like the AI was a lot more aggressive. Not in the sense of it aggroed on me more, but like I would be like behind the corner or like behind cover, okay, and it felt like it would just start pathing towards me. I wouldn't make any noise.
Yes.
And it would just come towards me. I'd be like,
yeah,
okay,
I think
dude.
that kind of stuff is a little weird, but I think it's also, I thought crates that were opened, I thought gunshots, I thought you running, well that's obvious, but if you were reloading a gun, or if you landed on a surface, that would trigger like something for AI to start moving towards that direction. Like a Rattler, when you get close, the Striders would like stop, like sniff you out in this linear path, kind of stop for a second, sniff you out, and then change directions and like go to your most recent spot that you were just chilling in. The Rattlers would do a similar thing, but much more slowly. And I don't know. It was just different.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, you even though like despite being in a spot and just chilling for a second, I still felt like I had to watch out for AI because I knew they were coming. They were getting close.
Yeah.
And you would hear them, and
even if they weren't
you don't have to
coming,
necessarily change your spot huge. You could just rotate around a box or a rock a little bit.
Yeah, you had to move. You had to You had to think about it. They were definitely a risk more. It felt like I was. I guess the best way, the only way I can think of describing it is like a spy game almost. Like the AI feels like the random spy guard NPCs walking past, and I'm trying to like not be alerted and set off an alarm for the actual enemy boss, the player.
Right, which are the players.
Right.
Exactly. Yep, and oh my god, dude, the Jeffs were so much more difficult to deal with.
You were the only one, like, I did a few jungle runs, and I kind of just avoided them. The only two that I experienced was the one that I died to when he spit at me, and then the two-shot.
Yeah.
So I didn't have too much of a bad time with it.
The thing about Jeffs now that wasn't like prevalent in season 2 or season 1 or whatever else. I don't know about season 1 or 2. But it was, if you start fighting a Jeff and you start fighting a Rattler that comes and start fighting a Strider, more and more Jeffs would start showing up.
I didn't know that.
I was fighting 3 or 4 Jeffs
in the jungle.
Because,
that's fun.
Yeah, especially with low tier gear, you just didn't have enough bullets and enough time to kill something before another fucking thing would pop up. And there was one time, actually a couple times, where I died because I was low health, I didn't have ammo, I needed to rotate, and there was just a guy fucking waiting for me as I approached the new compound because I couldn't get the AI off of me. It was too much. I was like trying. Low gear.
I did 2 jungle runs because I was in the LFG the day before I played with you as well. And guidance. I told you I was gonna ask him if he won the trio, but I think he just got off after I asked him.
Oh yeah.
He just joined my lobby. He had less time than me, So I was showing him do jungle runs. And I had at most 2 on me. But I was able, every time I took it, like, I just mantled up onto a rock, and he just spit on me, but I was able to, like, shoot him and kill him. Because if he's just spitting at me and kind of, like, looking at me, it's very easy.
Yeah, I mean, they're easy to kill, but whenever you have...
Well, that's what I'm saying, because if I'm up
one
on...
after another...
If I'm up on a ledge, then nothing can relate. The only thing I have to worry about is the spit.
Is the spit, right.
Yeah.
And actually, you probably never played a dungeon.
No, I've never
Crescent
been in a
Falls.
dungeon.
So one of the most difficult parts of those dungeons is when you have, like... Because they'll throw, like, 6 rattlers at you at a time. And, you know, they'll all be spitting at you at slightly different times, at slightly different
That
angles.
sounds fucked.
And, like, you've kind of... all of a sudden, you just have these lines of lasers, essentially, that you
Yeah.
can walk through. And it became a little nuts. And with, like, 3 Jeffs, they would all be spitting at slightly different
And
times.
they're running
AOE
and shooting at
becomes
you.
Slightly different, yeah.
And you can't stand on certain spots on the floor because of the spit.
Mm-hmm. And I think one of the things that are gonna make Cycle...
I don't know how broken
know,
it would be, but I've wanted multiple times throughout playing this game. I think counting my playtest and my live hours, I think I have a total of 110 hours. I've repeatedly wanted something to like throw it at, like a grenade or something. I could throw it on my feet and give me like some type of portable like cover. Like...
Yes, I actually have thought about... Yeah, I agree.
I don't know how broken that would be though.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
thought about...
sheet, like a deployable like cover for bullets or like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you're right. I think it'd be cool. I think it could be something that is a utility that you maybe pick up on the map. It's not necessarily something that's craftable. You know, you can't just spam it like an ability. You know, like a Halo. You can't just have it on you all the time.
But like for high tier situations, or you could have it like your safe pocket, for example. Like it could be like super rare. It could be like super rare to find, but you could have it on you at all times. And now that you've found this like super rare item, right? Like I think when mining, there's a 0.1% chance of getting an item or some shit.
The Polarium.
Yeah. I think I got it once.
38,000
yeah.
I think.
It could be some shit like that.
The thing about that, it would change fights in gameplay. It would probably lengthen out fights most of the time because
and it could be shootable though. Like you could have it if you. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like if you shoot it like let's say 6 or 7 times, then it breaks. But like it gives you that second of cover.
Right. It could even just be an armor thing. You know,
that too.
Simple implementation. It's
right.
Like it's got 100 armor. It's got 50 armor, depending. Maybe you find different tiers of those around the map.
Right.
So at different levels, you know.
And obviously it would have to be balanced, but
right.
I don't know how well that would fit in a game like this.
I mean, this game already has a lot of equipment to use. Maybe that could be a Korolev thing. You know, people don't really think.
I don't know why Korolev is so far away. Like I could sit here next to ICA and Osiris, right, and then deploy tab, right. I have a mission at Korolev. I have to run all the way over here, all the way back. I have to go to my flare quarters. I have to run all the way. Like, bro, give me some type of fast travel over here. This is so useless.
It is actually particularly far. You are right. If there were more things involved in like the center,
there's a crafting thing that I use almost never, and then there's a quick shop, which I can get everything from the quick shop at any of the other factions.
I use the crafting station probably more so now that I have lots of mats and stuff than I did when I was a beginner guy, because it's actually gonna. They're trying to make it so the crafting table is more a thing to do early on as well, because of the addition of low level like green and blue attachments and stuff. That was in the playtest. Like you can make a green mag. Right now, season 2, all you can do is make purple.
Yeah,
items,
the purple
they
stuff.
take really high tier gear. They take high tier mats.
And I don't even have a lot of the stuff unlocked. I have the attachments unlocked.
And some of them are ass, and it doesn't make sense to buy them anyway. So it's like, that's a really big change. I think the ammo change as well will be something that really impacts
I think they
things in more ways than people really understand.
in the
Because-
playtest. I was about the ammo. I was complaining really hard about. Well, not complaining. In my head, I knew I was going to
At
complain
first
really
glance,
hard.
Yeah, at first glance,
Um,
you're like, this is kind of annoying. 'cause
It's
you have
not.
to
It's not
buy
about it. I don't care about that. It's inventory space that I care about, or bank space.
Or stash,
Yeah,
stash space.
that's what
Yeah.
I mean.
That is an issue.
That's
But it gives you more of a reason to actually go to your players' cores and upgrade that, and go look in raid for items to upgrade.
okay.
your
So
stash.
you see, that's already my main priority, though. I've always been running. Like I'm already right now in season 2, constantly running out of space, and I'm like my main focus has been upgrade stash. And upgrade it as far as I can until I can't anymore. Then upgrade everything else so I can upgrade my quarters. Then upgrade stash. Like that's been my main focus this game. I don't even care about leveling the fucking factions, to be honest with you. I wanted to max out my stash.
I started upgrading my stash a little bit. I think I upgraded it twice, but I actually didn't have a very big problem with maxing
okay.
in a playtest. But I
Okay,
have
let
a
me
lot
show
of
my
experience.
screen. You can look at my bag. I know I'm just keeping things that I don't need. I get a lot of guns, okay, and I don't like selling the guns that I have.
Of the guns that you have. Oh, you should definitely be selling.
But I use them as attachment storage.
Oh, that's true. But still, that is
Some of them are empty.
That is already 3 times more. Oh, sorry, there's more. 4 times more guns than I've ever had in my stash at once ever. The entire game that I've played.
And then armor.
Yep. So if you with all that blue armor, you can
Consumables.
sell all your white. You can sell a lot of that green.
I don't know why I have
Go
all of
through
these
it.
white.
Yeah,
I
you just
normally
sell
get
them.
rid of these. I normally do.
Mhm.
I try
Even
to
those
keep
tools,
mats.
If you don't use,
I
your
have
mining
I
tools
have
or your
this one
scanners-
maxed out, and then I bought this to use, but I never used it.
Wait, that's actually kind of cool that you've done that.
I bought it. Because I've never. After playing the game for like 2 hours, I understood Veltasite water, Titan ore in these 2 spots, and then focus crystals in the jungle. Like that made it wasn't that hard.
Yeah,
And then nickel
You
everywhere
can stop
else.
using them. But the thing is, actually, during storms, it's a little bit more useful. You can, one, see the terrain a little better when it's really dark, and you can catch the silhouettes of players during the storm a lot easier. with
Oh shit! I've never thought about that.
it. Yep. And on Theros Island, it's kind of, you could use it for that same purpose, because there are really dark caves everywhere.
I have all of these, which is probably.
People are like, oh, it makes noise, so I don't use it. It's like,
wait,
it
people
makes
can hear
noise.
you scan.
Yes, they can. From quite a far distance. Which I think they should reduce that as well, because it's kind of silly. People shouldn't hear the fucking tiny little scanner.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. But if it gives you the outline of people, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just a balancing thing. But it's they changed how quiet footsteps and stuff were in the playtest, and I thought it made sneaking around and dealing with players as they were kind of trying to get close to you a lot easier.
And then for my mats, I have stuff like that I've gotten that I don't want to sell, like this. I got 2 of, and then never got again, so I didn't want to sell it because I knew I might need it for a quest or something. This, me and my friend killed one, and I knew I needed it for crafting. And it took us like an hour to kill that.
Well, yeah, what's the max gear or max guns you've got? Oh, you've got all the way to cores. Yeah.
I've killed a few
kill
people.
a core in a few minutes. With probably.
I'm way too scared to go out with this shit, bro. I'll go out with my advocate. I think I could buy advocates.
The thing about the high tier guns, just grab a suppressor and just go on some creature runs. Get used to the recoil. Get used to the.
I don't want to die with it. I'm scared.
Well, that's why you rock a suppressor when you use those guns initially. Yeah, that one already has one. My confidence is to the point where I can it's not every game, it's not every day either, but I'll usually be unsuppressed now because I'd rather have the recoil reduction. And my playstyle now is, since I still want to kill creatures in order to get mats, because I use the mats for crafting armors and shit, and selling just in general, you know, especially early on, the creature materials like Rattler skins, Strider, spinal bases, and whatever, they sell for a lot of a lot of K marks if you just collect a shitload of them, and they stack up to 10 in your stash.
K marks
so
aren't an issue for me though. I don't. This isn't that much probably compared to what you have. I don't know how much you have, but
I can't see.
I have
right
1.3 mil.
Oh yeah, and this is season 2 now.
Yeah.
Matt? Yeah. It's not an issue for me, but I just don't have the mats now for crafting gear.
Which is the reason I don't want to sell most of this stuff is because I try to keep up stuff for quests, so I could just like speed like through them.
So just tournament, yeah, when you need to. And that keeps your economy kind of stable as well. For me though, I enjoy sometimes just selling shit just to get it out of my stash, and then when I have those quests where I need those items, it gives me something to do. Which I know a lot of people late game are like, I don't have anything to do, I've completed all my quests. Like, well, why'd you grind the shit out of them then?
Unrelatable.
Yeah, I still have plenty of quests to do, and I hadn't been interested in finishing them yet. But it's like, if I wanted to go do them with them, I'm a jobs guy. I like doing jobs. Oftentimes the jobs are collect certain materials, kill creatures, or get like,
How's your progress?
miniature reactors. Still kind of that stuff. But it's like, okay, it gives me an excuse to go to certain places on the map, which kind of mixes things up for me, you know? And in the playtest, the fact that completing jobs, and I think missions too, give you scripts, and
Going for another drop?
scripts are what you need in addition to K marks to buy guns. That will
Wait,
actually
you need them to buy guns?
Yes.
I thought it was only in season 3.
That's only in season 3.
Okay.
Yeah, but the fact that that is a change in season 3 means that people will be putting less attention on PvP and more attention on completing
on
jobs.
The jobs,
yeah.
But
So
how much per
players.
gun?
It varies. It increases as
So like
the
for like
rarity.
a red core, for example, do you know?
I thought it was up to like 20 scripts or 40 scripts.
That's not that bad. Because the rare jobs are normally easier from what I've seen. Like the tier 3 jobs.
Also less tedious too.
Yeah.
Especially if you just have fucking mats lying around that you can like just turn in a job. 40k.
This is literally one meteor core and you get 31.
Yeah, not bad. So, yeah, I think that's a good change. People would initially complain like, oh, you gotta have scripts to get your guns. It's like, yeah, now you can't just fucking think about PvP in a game that's PvE, PvP.
And you have the free loadouts and stuff.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Free loadouts are huge, but they need to be improved a little bit.
I feel like if you could upgrade them through the let's say you upgrade your supply drop, it upgrades that or something.
Oh yeah, no, I
or
agree.
like maybe not even every upgrade. Like maybe after you upgrade your supply drop 4 times, and the 4th
you can
tier.
Upgrade to a cap. You can upgrade to a cap.
Or that you could do that, or like you could have milestones.
What if you get blue tier weapons? Is it like a cap?
Right,
that
right.
Would be cool.
Well, or you could let's if you're at endgame, I don't think it's that unreasonable for you to have a chance at red gear. It could be a low chance. If you're able to buy red gear consistently and you're making runs with red gear, I don't think it's unreasonable for your supply drop to have red gear. If you
sure.
But like I feel like having it every upgrade would be busted
as well. That actually makes sense. Yeah, but the chances there should be a lot higher, and the chances for getting white gear later on should decrease. In green gear, there should eventually come a point where it's like blue and purple and
right. So like what I was saying, right? Let's say you do 3 supply crate upgrades. You need level 3 quarters for that. Maybe that gives you green gear in your stuff. Then you do another 3. You need level 5. That gives you blue gear. Another 3.
Right.
You need level 7. That's maybe purple or red. something like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that would be sick as hell. People would rush the shit out of that, which means also people going for more mats, rotating the locations that are more unusual. You know, like lagoon, like put mats that are required for that stuff, and these locations that
Right, you could make
to.
it go even further than just tier 7 because it ends a lot shorter than a lot of the other upgrade paths. So you can have it go up to all the way player quarters 50. And
it could be different. It could be its own thing.
Right, that too. You could have it like
It could be white to white green to just green to green blue to just blue to blue purple.
Right.
Purple, you know, yeah. It could be really incremental, which would actually help in a lot of balancing because you wouldn't just see all of a sudden everyone's got fucking blue every match. It's still blue greens. It's still blue green purple. It's
and
you know,
they
purple,
had it
blue purple red.
So you were saying for new players, it feels like they just go against purple and stuff. When I first started playing, I think I started playing originally when the first playtest came out. I think for season 1, and I played it for like an hour, and I was like, damn, this game is fun, but it's hard, and none of my friends wanted to play it, so I never played it again. And I started playing it again recently, I think at like near the perfect time. I think it was when they made it so that if you're solo, you drop with solos, and if you're duos, you drop with duos. If you're
that was a good time to do it. That was a good time to do it.
I didn't even do it on purpose. I just wanted to play a different game. And I think around that time too, they made it so that what's it called? If you're like a new player or whatever, or like your
they have the
new,
beginner servers. Beginner servers.
So I didn't have
guaranteed.
I don't know how long it lasted, but I didn't have like that hard of a time playing. Like initially,
it's really not as long. I don't think necessarily that plan is the best, but it is a good like band-aid to a bigger problem.
No, it's not fixed. It was definitely difficult. Anyone who played the game shit on me. And because they knew how to use sound, they knew how to play it. But, like,
right.
It wasn't
like,
that bad.
I've got my first 100 hours, and I'm playing with guys with 500 plus hours.
Yeah. Now I'm at the point where it's kind of a little annoying. I mean, even now, if I like play super try hard, I can get kills. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I can. I have a few clips actually I could show you.
Sure. I have to use the restroom, but
you're good, bro.
Feel free to pull those up, and I'll come right back.
For sure. a very long. I clipped it for you. I'm very clicking.
Shit, what's going on right here? Fight at the dungeon.
What?
I'm watching that video right there.
Oh, is this near the dungeon?
It is.
I didn't know that. I was just trying to do a mission. So
Nice.
the
Yeah, the lowest little valley in that area is where you get a late game item called a beacon, and you essentially drop a laser beacon from space to blow up a little closed spot that opens up.
the laser
to a
drills, the
dungeon.
leadium drills, or whatever.
Not the drills; those are badass. If you've never
I have
seen
not.
those. Oh my god, dude! That's another thing that makes Cycle fucking awesome.
No,
It's literally
I want to do the world events and shit. They seem sick as fuck.
It'll be neat. It'll be neat to see what they do with this next one. I'm very excited.
mhm.
And usually they make it to where like the economy is a lot better as well. Just
Mhm.
you're able to make money a lot faster. Creature heads, I think the percentage drop is like ludicrous every game. You would have 3 or 4 heads every game.
God damn, 3 or 4
Yeah,
is
you-
insane.
Yeah. You make 300 to 500k in a run.
That's
just
actually
for heads.
nuts.
Then you could buy all your exotic weapons all of a sudden, just every game. And
Oh.
legendaries as well.
So before you left, sorry to cut you off. It's a little bit off topic.
ahead.
I guess it's on topic. Before you left, what we were talking about was lower tier loot versus higher tier loot. I feel like I can get the drop on players, even if they're like positionally, situationally. Like this is a 2v1. They have better gear, but I heard them. They were shooting, so I positioned better. So I like pre-position. I guess this isn't even that good positioning. I just knew where they were. I knew where they're coming from, so I sat at a corner waiting. They ran away.
And you don't
I didn't
even
know
have
if it was a
full health
1
yet.
or 2. Yeah, no. So I didn't realize they were this close. I thought they were running away from me. Part of me honestly didn't even want to fight. I just wanted to do my mission.
Right.
So hang on, let me try to give you audio. You should be able to hear it. So I heard them running towards me, so I crouched up and hugged a wall. And I scoped it. I thought it was just 1, and then I heard 2, and I was like, okay, there's 1. And I guaranteed 2. So I was like, okay, maybe I just don't shoot. Maybe we'll just go that way, right? And he came back. I was like, fuck, okay, I have to shoot. So I killed that guy.
Yeah, hold on. Pause that for a second. He came back because you unaimed. He heard that audio cue and he turned around.
Oh. Wait, why wasn't he scoping then?
But he was probably just looking for you for a second. He's like, "What? I just heard something." And he turned around.
I guess.
Yeah. Every single gun when you aim ADS makes a sound that's audible.
Would he have heard me scope here though?
Yes.
I guess
He
just didn't
might not have
notice.
caught it though. Yeah. until he was really close.
My unscope. Yeah,
Yeah, and you
turned
unscoped
around.
when they were walking. You unscoped while they were walking, so they heard that.
Yeah.
If you unscoped while they were running.
If they were running, they wouldn't have heard it,
Got
yeah.
it.
And then
Yep,
that
that's
guy
gotta
got
be
destroyed.
That looks hilarious. But
And then this dude scammed at me. I got a few shots off. I ran, I heard him reloading. I thought I could heal. And then he saw him pushing, so I said, fuck it.
Well, you had to scare him. You should have switched. You didn't need to reload there. But you
I
did.
didn't think that it was. I didn't think it would do that much damage. I know it does, but in my head, I'm like, it's a pistol. Pistol bad. Let me reload my rifle.
In
I
any Call of
had
Duty game, man.
and I had. I mean, in Valorant, in Valorant, there, right? I'm thinking about. I haven't played COD in a while. I haven't played COD since like my last COD was Black Ops 3. So that I think that was 2015. So my main games have been Valorant. In Valorant here, I'm behind cover, reload. Okay, I have 2 bullets. If I could one tap him, I would go for the one tap, but I can't one tap him here, so I reloaded. I really wanted to heal, but I didn't think I would get it off with him pushing. And if he pushed me and I had 2 bullets, I would have been fucked.
You almost didn't, and he almost dropped you with some more shots. So
so I took cover, reloaded in case he pushed me, and I heard him reloading, so I knew it was safe. He peeked me, I whip everything here. I knew that jump was hard. I heard him reloading again, so I took a peek. I ran out of ammo, and then here sits the material.
Oh, there you go. Then you go for the reload.
Yeah.
Oh, and he had snipe. Yeah, he had to go for a snipe there instead of reloading. And he lost.
That guy have an advocate and blue. He didn't get any
Nice.
shots off though. So like that's usually how I get my better gear. It's outplaying them like that. But
Exactly.
I definitely feel like it's doable. I don't think it's. I don't know. Like I don't feel like that's that hard to do. But it might be because I just have a lot more experience gaming than like casual players.
The whole thing about that though is setting up that situation.
I have to have a lot of game knowledge, I guess. Yeah, just not even for this game, just in general gaming knowledge.
Yeah, because the thing about your location right now as well, that's the outskirts of a map, and there's only one way to kind of go through that area. So really, that's a hot spot. It's a one lane, you know. I mean, you didn't even have really a whole lot of cover too.
Yeah, no, I was in a bad spot. I feel like.
Yeah, so.
I was like,
Yeah,
I couldn't figure out where guns to
that
do here.
right there is really a non-ideal situation for you.
No, it was very bad, and there were 2 of them. I was terrified.
Yeah, yeah. You're
I'm
patient
shaking
not
here.
Shooting the first guy. Oh,
I am
no,
shaking here.
I usually have to like take deep breaths and like
No,
hit my vape, hit my fucking vape.
My heart is running here, bro. Like.
Yeah, I can't. You were literally one shot at the end. Go back.
No, yeah, I know.
I could not believe because you still had to switch to your scarab for that last.
I was behind the thing, and he was reloading too. I felt super confident peeking. If he wasn't reloading, I probably would have tried to run or a heal or something.
Yeah, Valorant will teach you how to fucking peek, man. You peeked at a good time too, man. You strafed back when you ran out of ammo. You strafed, but only after you probably did it still just a little bit late.
No, I unpeaked early. I unpeaked with like an ammo left, and then I repeaked realizing I had more ammo. This happens to me constantly. Like almost every gun I shoot, I will stop shooting before it runs out of ammo, thinking it ran out of ammo. Like I don't know if it's fire rate. I don't know what it is. Something about the guns feels slow.
It's slow.
That it could be what it is. That could be what it is.
If you had a flechette right here.
Well, that's an SMG though.
It is. It is. But it's almost like
even the PDW. But it doesn't have a lot more fall off.
Oh, I don't really know. I'm sure they do.
When I haven't used the flechette that much. I think I used it once. The PDW, even that, I will stop shooting well before like.
Yeah, I'll whiff like a big percentage of my clip if I don't, because
Well, I can control it if I hold it down. It's just I don't think I have enough ammo. I won't hit every shot, but I can like control it for the most part.
Well, guns in this game too, they start out with clips or magazine sizes that are well below what you would want them to be.
Yeah. There's some guns where the Scarab, I feel like I run out of ammo super fast on that.
Way too fast. Yeah, it really benefits from additional mag.
And I'm just looting here. I think I took way too long to loot here. But yeah, no, I couldn't find other clips. I have more, but I can't find them right now. But it's all like that. I have a clip in second map where I kill a guy with a red pistol. I think I told you about it. And he shot at me twice, brought me like super low, and just whipped everything.
Yeah, that actually happened to me. I was on the wrong end of that. I got a guy really low at the drop, and then he fucking still able to kill me.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah.
I've had it happen to me too, but I've never gone out with that good gear, so it's never been that much of a loss.
This guy killed me in a way that actually, if they keep this mechanic the way it is now, which you saw, which you see, maybe have seen in the playtest, he wouldn't have won this gunfight. But the fact that I was playing S2, this I could pull it up right now.
Oh, but continue what you're saying, sorry.
I gotta
also, you might as well check if the thermal throttling thing happened.
I'm looking right now. I still see no.
Okay.
I'm at 98% though. I'm getting close.
It should. If it gets 100, I don't think it'll say yes. If it's at 100%, that means it's using like what it thinks is the most amount of thermal capacity that your computer has, and it'll keep going, but when it gets too hot, it's not going to be able to cool down more. That's what that 100% means.
Oh, I see.
When it starts to clog down, it'll say yes. Like actually, like slow down its speed.
I'm gonna show ya which.
Also, there's another yes/no that because you're monitoring for your CPU, you could check for your GPU. Maybe you're having a power limit on your GPU or something like that.
We could look. 1 second, yeah. Oh, so this one right here. Okay. So, are you able to see this right here and have audio?
Yeah. Audio, no. You would have to share after you open the video. You have to. Oh, you're sharing File Explorer too. I can't even see the video.
I don't know why it didn't actually pop up as an option to share that. So I'll change this. Should be here. It's just not here.
It could be named something weird.
My fucking video setting. I used to be able to do this easy. Something's changed. I don't know what it is.
If you just share your screen, I don't need audio. Unless I do need audio.
I mean, it makes sense to have audio for a clip.
I mean, yeah, if you can't do it. Oh, here, go to change window because I can see it. So click screen. Go back to Discord. Click screen. Oh wait, no. Just keep sharing what you're sharing.
Screen one.
And then at the bottom left screen, down above your profile picture, to the bottom left. Yeah, screen. Click it. Change windows.
Change window.
And then scroll down. No.
It doesn't even think it's an option.
Make it unfull screen this. Unfull screen this.
Also, one thing I've noticed about GeForce Experience opening these files is it starts playing with Media Player instead of something else I wanted to run.
What do you want to open it with?
I wanted to open with
VLC.
Well, I don't have VLC right now, even though I should have that.
But that's what you would want to use?
Yeah, because this one is super buggy.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, if you do, when you install VLC, or maybe you do have it, it doesn't always pop up there. Check if you haven't. Press Windows, type VLC. No, you don't have it.
Yeah, I don't have it. Oh, but it popped up right there. VLC.
Yeah, you can download it. If you, after you download it, when you right-click it, right-click the file again. Like in your file explorer.
Oh, when I download it. Hold on a second.
You're good.
Windows. Do I need 32-bit? I think I'm a 64-bit.
I would assume you're 64-bit. I would hope you're 64-bit.
Yeah, I would think so. Alright, VLC. Great. And then right-click, run as administrator, probably.
If you open it, it'll ask you to run as administrator. If you just do it normally, so you could do either one. It doesn't matter. It'll give you a pop-up. You have to click yes. I would just click.
Any of these extra plugins.
If you don't want them, you can uncheck them. I would just leave it default. It's up to you.
Display back.
I would leave file type associations and context menus. So context menus is when you right click, and then file type associations is so that .mp4 and stuff automatically plays with VLC.
Okay. Mozilla plugin, ActiveX. I don't even know what those are.
So that's when you have, if you have Firefox installed, you could use VLC to play back video in the web browser instead of Mozilla's like web player.
Whatever they have, I guess.
Yeah.
I see. Well, I don't use that, so,
Yeah, so you
no
can just leave it
worries.
off. And then if you don't have discs like a CD player in your computer, then disk playback is irrelevant.
Yeah, okay. There it is. Bigger than I thought.
I think it's maybe 4 gigs, but there's a lot of different small files. If you click show details, it'll tell you what it's doing. Oh, never mind.
Okay. All right.
I would honestly uncheck both of those. If you want an update, you can always go to health and then check update. All the way on the right. X this out, go back to the folder. Right click. Open with, and then choose another app. And then click VLC and always use this app for MP4.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, thank God. Yes, because it switched to this one for some reason. I didn't change it. It used to be this one. I was like, why? Why Windows?
There you go. And now, whichever way you open it, even if you do it through Alt-Z, it should open here.
Yep. So this was a scenario.
You should be able to stream VLC now, by the way.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I'll do that. Yeah, it just pops up. There we go. Thank God, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Close your stream for a second. All right, mine's there. So this scenario, I was in S2 today, and I needed 100 pressure, so I went and did it. It took me fucking forever. And I was unsuppressed, so I knew people were going to be pulling up. So, and I actually thought someone was pulling up earlier. I'm really conservative because I'm using unsuppressed exotic with exotic armor. And shit too, so I'm like, I'm ready for a fight. It's just,
and people can tell.
Up, right?
I can't tell. You could tell last night. So
I know all the sounds of all the guns. Yeah.
Yeah. I can do that in Rust. I can't do that in this game.
And when S2, they're also different. Sounds of other players' weapons versus your own.
Oh.
Like they changed that in the playtest, where the Manicore actually sounds like how it shoots, like you shooting.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, S2, it just sounds like literally some other audio file playing over a Manticore. It's similar, but it's not the same.
Uh-huh.
Like in your clip, your PDW clip, the PDW does not sound like that when you shoot it.
Uh-huh.
Like him shooting at you does not sound like that.
Yeah.
So, oh, how did I go full screen like that? It's pretty crazy. W?
I can't see
What
it anymore.
Oh, I guess it just stopped. So, hold on a sec. Did my stream end as well?
Yeah.
On that? Oh, I see.
VLC has some weird keybinds.
Yeah, W, I guess is full screen. Weird. Oh, wait, did it end again?
See it. I can see it.
Okay.
It's just paused right now. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh,
Now it's
and
gone.
then I destroyed it. I wanted to get out of full screen because all of a sudden I didn't have the controls anymore. So it's like,
You're
oh,
good, bro.
okay.
How could you?
Yeah, I know. So here I am, shooting the pressure, doing shit, blah blah blah. It took me how many minutes for this?
At least 2.
Yeah, which is kind of long for a brute, but I also didn't have a bag on it. So
Yeah.
anyway, I hear a guy pulling up. Just saw his birds, and so I just get set up.
You use binoculars a lot.
Yes, I do. It's free 4x scope, you know.
You're right. You should. I just never use it.
And you can turn off the mask in season 2 as well.
The what?
You can hide your HUD and it reveals more of
Oh.
your screen when you got binoculars.
I didn't
They
realize.
actually took that away in the playtest.
Oh, so season 3 you're not gonna have that?
Yeah,
lucky.
probably not. So unlucky, dude. Got none of the. I got one
Yeah.
headshot initially, and he was like, "Oh fuck," tagged me.
Well, I couldn't tell what armor he had.
Purple, and he had a core. So I think I hear him. Can you? Oh, I should turn this up. So he's making a lot of noise, and I'm trying not to, because I'm not sure if there's a jump up spot, which I don't think there is.
I don't know one. I've been there a few times.
So anyway, over here, trying to find a way to get to him without making too much noise, because I wanted to rotate in a spot where he doesn't peek me at the same time I peek him.
Right.
And the meteor is here, so it's loud, and I know it's about to be. And I see him pull up, so it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
So I just be
Were there
patient.
2?
Just the one.
Oh, that was a. Okay, I thought that was.
Strider.
Yeah.
I find the spot.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like this game, to me, feels kind of like Random Generation.
Right? Is that another game? Random generation?
No. Like, I guess I'm explaining it weird. Hang on. Let me watch what's about to happen. I'm like watching the gameplay and trying to explain. Oh, I just got kicked with the screen. Oh man, that's unlucky. Okay.
So that kill would not have happened if it was season 3. Because he was jumping here twice as he was aiming. And when you're aiming when you're jumping like that, your accuracy and
goes down.
the playtest makes you go all to shit. So
Yeah.
I don't think he would have won this fight.
Probably not. What I was trying to say is, for me, I don't have like the map completely 100% memorized. I have a general idea of where everything is and where the pathing is, and I can more or less map out where the paths are, at least on Bright Sands. But when I'm in a fight and we're rotating through like multiple different areas, I don't know every single path and every single angle and every single piece of cover. You know what I mean? So when you're rotating around like that and you somehow find like a slight opening and you can use that to your advantage, like it feels like it's randomly generated terrain. It feels like it's not like you're not playing the same map over and over again. You know what I mean? Like you could use different pieces to your advantage.
Right. Well, that's the thing about this game too. If you think like, oh, I got to worry about all these different angles all the time, it's like if you can set yourself up to where you only have to set,
it's great.
view certain things at certain times, right?
It gives you the advantage as well.
I mean, it's a strategy. It's a strategy. You can decide. I used to play usually the main routes, and it would get me killed a lot of times because I just wouldn't have the gear, and I would run head on into players that were running through there because they would just do it. It's the easiest, fastest thing.
Right.
And in solos and in duos now, I make an effort now to make rotates in spots that are a little bit more dangerous. Technically, because you're like when you're lower ground.
And so, do you want to run?
Oh yes.
Yeah, sorry. I have to dip soon. I have a test tomorrow. I just realized how late it was. God damn.
It is quite so. Task manager. Info.
I think I'm only gonna run like 1 or 2, and then I'm probably only gonna run 1. I'm gonna have to head off. I'll probably be on tomorrow though.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm off the next 2 days. Got lucky. That's good.
Understandable. Yeah, I have a fucking test I have to take at 1. Fucking HTML.
Yeah, but what I was saying, I will end up putting myself in those weird spots that are like really low terrain because I know that's not the time to be fucking running through that shit. Because if you hear someone else running at you, the time it's gonna take for you to reposition to a better spot is you're just not gonna have enough time. So you have to be like walking in those spots and just listening and playing for AI. Like.
Is that a phaser?
And like using shadows and stuff as well. Is that one?
Is that a phaser?
It is.
That's cool.
I got all my skins on here too now.
Wait, did you not get them through the? Also, do they auto apply when you equip them, or do you have to like actually spray them? They do not.
You actually apply them yourself.
Okay.
So like this spot right here, I would play the river. Just like this, and I would usually just chill for a second because the water noise. If someone heard that, they're like, "Oh, I'm pushing that. He's in the river."
Right. But so my thought process. I agree with you, but my thought process for something like that is, since I'm in the river and since somebody heard me, I want to keep moving and I want to position better. If they heard me, they heard me.
Yeah. Well, if I don't hear anyone. Because I can bait it, I can make a little bit more movement in the river.
But like, if they, so let's say they were up there or something for some reason, what do? You just fuck.
If they were where?
Like up there, for example.
Then the thing I do is I smoke.
I guess,
and I push the direction. That's it. That's why you have as many smokes as you have on the map.
Oh, that's right, probably.
Likely us, but I'm not sure.
Alright, if it wasn't, they heard the smoke.
I can't make this jump, man. I don't even know, really.
Oh, could you show me how to do the super jump thing? Or the super slide?
There it is.
Oh, wait.
Yes, I will.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this.
It's this. Oh, I don't have it. It's this spot right here.
Okay. Yeah, no. I don't know.
It's a weird one. Yeah, I guess you gotta go around if you don't want to try it. So anyway, yeah, super slide. I could probably do it right here. Yeah. Let's try sliding off of that.
Yeah,
Just
let me get
sprint and
stamina.
slide. Okay, so you failed. You failed a super slide right there. And you'll know because that sound. Yep, you failed again. That's the sound of failing.
Okay, so when I don't fail, there's no sound.
When you don't fail,
Oh, you went
it'll
way
sound like that.
further.
It'll sound like that. Yeah, you double your distance, essentially. It depends on what the elevation looks like. I missed it there too. But what that allows you to do, like if I wanted to get away from someone, do that.
Okay.
2 super slides chained together.
It's right before you start falling, right? It's like.
It's the final. It's almost the final frame of, on a piece of geometry.
Okay, yeah, that's hard.
Final spot.
Hang
Yeah.
on.
Takes a lot of literal frame perfect. Not as frame perfect as you think. You have some leeway with it.
Well, I just have to get used to it. I'm gonna try one more time, then we can just dip. I'll practice on my own time. Are we out? Where you wanna
This
go?
is really a hard jump to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go over there, you can just. There's a glitch for some reason. You just stand on
Yeah.
this. You don't even have. I didn't even mantle. I just jumped on top of there.
Oh yeah, it is a bit bugged. I need stamp. Anyway, let's go shoot stuff. So we'll go into vaccine, I think.
Cool.
Make some noise. I'm also pressed, so
I don't know.
that's alright.
Oh, those guys are definitely up.
Let's go into vaccine.
So, I think like while I was playing the playtest, especially, I thought that they should. Oh, I heard somebody to our right. I heard
I
somebody
did not
to our
hear my
right.
stream. Hear my stream right now?
You're not streaming.
I did not hear it.
What's to the right? Uplink?
Science campus.
I'm not sure if somebody's doing uplink or not. There's a noise. Go.
Play it then. Try to bait out some more footsteps.
I'm not sure if it's just a natural hum or if it's actually being run. I don't hear any more.
I mean, there's striders and stuff in here.
Get the fuck out of me.
When in doubt, play your buildings.
What I need. Ah, the key. Nice.
Oh.
Who's done?
I'm actually curious. You want to tell me how much damage this does from this range?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Wait, let me take off my armor. Oh, wait, should I take off my armor?
With armor. With armor.
Okay,
No,
okay,
you
sure.
have armor.
That was like 30 maybe?
Really?
Yeah, I'm at about 70%.
It wasn't a full headshot either. Indicator. I need a headshot from the systems.
I still have like 5 missing after a white stim, so.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more.
That was like half.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I found an armory key, so that's nice.
No way.
That's the first one I found.
That's pretty amazing that you found that. Very rare key.
I don't know where I got this from. Luggage safe room key. I didn't find that here, but I didn't realize I had that either. Armory is in the jungle, right?
Mm-hmm. Which we can actually start heading to. We have evacs up there too.
I'm not. How do you feel about these paths?
What, the rails?
Yeah,
I use them all the time actually.
I do
I
too.
really like them.
But I feel like they kind of expose me, but like, I'm still like, fuck it.
Yeah, well, there comes with pros and cons. You know?
Because there's no mobs. That's my usual.
The idea is, if you're gonna move, you want to make sure all of your angles are clear before you continue pushing a spot where if you had to jump off at any moment right here, you wouldn't take a stagger or you wouldn't take fall damage.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm gonna play it, I want to play it in spots where if I get tags, I'm like, okay, here we go. I can just get off and I'm okay,
Right.
and I can smoke and I can rotate. That's the
true.
strat.
I don't want to check if there's a gun here. There's a free gun spawn here.
Oh yeah, puzzle room. We could try. This one's
I'm
actually
not even in the puzzle.
pretty good.
We could do the puzzle too. But there, sometimes a gun just literally spawns open right here on this box.
Oh yeah, usually a white or something though.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's better than that one.
What do you think if they had like multiple tiers of K28, like they had a white tier, green tier, blue tier?
Oh, which one is the K28?
The common pistol.
Oh, I mean, was that something aggro on you? Something just aggro.
No, no aggro.
Oh, right there.
Oh yeah,
I see
there's
two.
a duo.
Yeah, I see them. Should I shoot? Oh, you're shooting.
Hit 5 times.
I hit him once. In green armor, one of them.
Yep. We push.
We'll continue the conversation later.
I'm actually kind of surprised that those people did that. We keep moving.
Oh. They went through the hole, right? Yeah, something just shot at them. Oh, they're throwing nades.
Oh,
Ooh.
that hit. Good though. That was a good nade. I'm trying to get at the tall house right now. If you can make it up,
Okay.
we want that high ground.
I definitely can.
Okay, I'll hold this spot for a second. Try to get a peek.
The inside of the building, I headshot him twice.
Second building. Okay.
Towards the logs, the building on the right side.
But yeah, you can keep holding your spot. If they
Trying to.
push, if you get tagged and you have to move, just rotate around. So I'm split from you.
Ah,
Now just get your PBE off
I
and play it.
think I'm stuck.
You're not pushing.
I think I fell into a hole and I'm stuck. I don't think I can move.
Oh, that's a yikes.
I'm trying to get out. The dev said that there's a system to get you unstuck every few minutes. But I don't know how often it's gonna run. Yeah, I'm stuck, I can't get out. I'm in a little corner. He's towards the tall house, he's medding. Unless that's you on the right side, towards the stairs. Trying to mantle up now. I can shoot at him if you can see.
He's trying to come up.
He's running up, he's running up.
Trying to come
On the right side here. He can't, he's not gonna know where I am. He's on where I am. I'm going up the building. He's next to me. There's two on me.
Alright. I still don't quite know where you are.
I'm underneath the
Are
tall
you in
house.
the caverns?
I'm underneath the tall house. I'm stuck underneath it.
Yikes.
They think I'm in it.
How did you get underneath Tall House?
It's a great question.
Are they still looking for you?
Yeah, they don't know I'm here. I don't even know if they can see me, to be honest.
Did you just shoot? Did you just shoot
Yeah,
them?
yeah. I'm trying to hit them, but they're like unpeaking and repeaking and unpeaking and repeaking. He's hit twice. Hit him twice. He's nutting now.
Working my way up again.
Netting again. Netting a third time.
Must have white stems.
I don't want to reload. I only have 6 more bullets, but if I reload, I feel like they'll know where I am.
I think they're rotating in the cave now.
It sounds like it. Is that you? Yeah, they're shooting in the cave. Yeah, I'm right here. What's up? Can you not see me from here? Can you not
I can see you.
No. From out there, from where you. Yeah, you can't see me.
I can definitely see you.
Okay,
I can definitely
okay.
see you.
Yeah, that's where they were. I was trying to kill them, but I couldn't. Oh, maybe I can get out. Hang on. I'm gonna try to get out. Okay, I got out.
Cover your spot.
I got out.
There we go. Cool.
I just didn't want to try to move while they were next to me.
Yeah. Push the cave a little bit.
I did the thing.
They are in here though, so.
Yeah. I need a med.
You can play high ground. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Alright, play one's right side.
They had Manticore Scrapper. I
Saw
don't know
his
if
head.
they had other guns as well.
Oh, hit 6 times, 3 headshots.
Hit him 3 times.
We push this. One
Somebody's
split.
Somebody's up top. Somebody's up top. Yeah. I'm
Killed
watching
one.
top.
I need
Good
help.
shit.
I'm one.
He's bottom, right side.
Don't overcommit. Don't overcommit. It's 2v1.
Dude, I'm not. I'm watching it. I'm holding it for you. Don't just steal.
Just watch for him retreating,
Yeah.
because we could
Okay.
even play for it.
I think he's up top, but I'm not 100% sure.
He
Something
rotated.
with that
away.
road,
Him. He's running.
I fell. I'm gonna go up from here. I'm here.
Is that your jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it. I think he went out the back scene.
Well,
Oh,
we're gonna
to
see
save
him.
you.
We're gonna see him.
I don't have a flashlight.
I can give you mine if you want it. I have one as well.
You have two?
No, but you're gonna be better with it. And then here, that guy also probably has one. And we're gonna see him because of the lightning strikes. I'm gonna take one of his backpacks. There's two of them.
I guess stems. Need that.
Ooh!
Oh my, what the heck, dude? I guess we're not inside. My armor's almost shot too. I need to swap those green.
Oh, you heard that?
Oh, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, right behind, right behind, right behind.
I headshot him. I headshot him.
I don't have a fucking flashlight. I can't see.
When he turns on his,
Here, use your flashlight. Let us see.
mine's not on.
Turn it on.
I'm trying to
You
put
need
it
to
on my
beat
gun.
this.
1 second. I put it on my gun.
Okay, hold that spot. Like, get a little closer. We'll just play it together. Keep shining your light. Checking bushes. Yeah, you've got to be our light here because I can't see.
Clear. Too bad.
Oh my gosh, dude. He didn't stem.
We would have heard him. And he has a restoration helmet. Some lightning just striked again. We had a strider head. You want it?
Nope. Take a green bag though. It's a good upgrade.
The other guy had one too. You didn't take it?
I did not.
I heard a lightning strike nearby. Do you want the scrubber?
Do not.
You heard that? That sound
Yeah,
like a
that's
player.
another duo. It's another duo. I'm gonna. Okay, I got the shield.
I'm gonna take this guy's other
full now.
backpack. Do you want it?
Okay, 84. No, you can have that. Oh, which one of it? Did any of those guns have a flashlight on it?
Let me check. Yeah, well, he definitely did. Yeah, because he was using it.
Fuck yeah. Huge. I meant to.
Do you have light ammo?
No, the other guy had it. Oh, I do have light ammo.
Yeah, because he took his bag.
Right here.
I'm on my way. Thank you. That was close. Yep. Very
Yep,
close.
they're birds.
That's sounds south. Well, the direction I'm looking, the compass is fucked up.
From Vaccine-ish.
Yeah. Oh, you're on top already. Holy. My man
Yeah,
moves.
you played all the way down. I just kept up. So yeah. It's okay to play both spots though. It's fine.
I definitely think top is better, but I'm just saying, like, you moved fast. That's what I meant.
I'm gonna keep playing the cave. 1 for better audio. 2.
I'm gonna hold the rock towards the what's it called? Is that you behind us? Getting hit by lightning? Are you shooting?
Yeah, shooting.
Okay.
Actually, a pretty fun fight. Recording that.
Somebody's okay. No, that wasn't that. That definitely wasn't you. Towards woodcutter.
Jumping around.
Outside towards woodcutter. I just saw lightning.
Okay.
Near the cave. Like close right to you, on that hill.
Okay. I'm listening for him.
I guess I should be careful behind me too.
Do you know how to get to me?
Yeah.
If you get tagged? Okay.
But I'm gonna make noise.
That's fine. If you get tagged, you have to make you get around.
Or if I get tagged, you're saying? Okay, yeah, I could definitely
Yeah,
get you.
if you get tagged.
Yeah.
It might be a smoke and run as well if you get tagged, not just.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna bait.
You see that satellite dish? That's where the strike was. I don't know if you could see it from where you are. It's on the... Yeah, it's that thing you're standing on. Hang on, I'm sorry, I'm stretching my back. Oh, fuck. God damn.
I can't believe there are people playing at 3 in the morning. Just saying. Yes, here we are.
It's 5 for me.
Oh, wow. Alright, well, that was actually eventful, surprisingly. I feel like I've noticed more green kits since playtest. People just want to keep playing.
We can go to the puzzle now, or we can go to a jungle.
Yeah, we can finish the puzzle. Let's do it.
They might be here too. You think the Scrapper is better than the Lancer close range?
Better than what?
The Lancer close range?
Yes.
Okay.
Any SMG or close range weapon will be better than phasing. Phasing has shit hip fire.
Oh, true.
Well,
Not hip fire. I still ADS close range. Does ADS reduce fire rate in this game?
No.
Yeah. I don't see a point not to.
I don't know.
Medium
It's
fire.
still just a pop shot weapon. If you're peeking someone for too long with a phasic, your DPS isn't going to be as high. I mean, if you can get a shot in on a peek and then switch to your something else, that's generally how I play phasing. That's why I grab Bulldog.
Got you. Do the easy puzzle. I don't get how they made the batteries start disappearing.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like I don't understand how they can introduce a glitch like that.
Right. Alright, do I grab all these now?
Yeah.
Thanks for doing all the work.
It was literally none. It was pull the battery out and then just take these two out. It was the easiest. It was like the easy version of the puzzle. And I don't get it. Like, all of the puzzles I've done have an easy version and a hard version. Where the battery will spawn halfway across the other side of the compound. And you have to, like, use your stamina 70 times and make 3 different runs. Or it'll all be all together right next to each other.
Yeah, that's why doing puzzles as a duo or something is actually a lot more beneficial.
Goes by way faster.
Shots? Behind? 240?
I didn't hear any. AK
Could be tripping.
Just because I didn't hear it doesn't mean you didn't. You were hearing a shit ton of shit last night that I couldn't.
I actually think we reset after this. I used a lot of ammo.
There's rifle ammo here too.
Oh, I just put it in there. Actually, I'll just say some. Yeah, there we go. Plenty of ammo.
I don't think I'm going to reset after this. Like I said, I have a test at 1, so I have to go. I will be on tomorrow though. after
Right.
like 7. That's when the next boss
Keep
finishes.
going. Well, we could still do some jungle run shit then. Go through that.
Yeah, I'm done.
Door open. Door open. Still house, by the way. That's pretty rare. That could have been that team we had seen come through here, though. They were rotating right when we saw them in the fields. They
Yeah,
could have hit up like.
this stuff is gonna aggro on us probably. We want that.
No, not in S2. Oh, maybe. Alright, it's there all day.
I wanna keep going through the jungle, right?
Yeah, we can go through. We should actually probably hit south, go to dig site-ish.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's
I'll
get
go
entrance and then
through
come
right now.
up. Yeah,
Wanna
let's
do
come
the
from
puzzle and
the
dig site?
side. We could check it, yeah. But let's do that. You switch weapons?
No, I did not.
Oh, you did not?
No.
Could be a team in dig site.
I jumped down and dig site, and I pulled my weapon out.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a weapon swap. Technically.
Somebody did the puzzle, it looks like. Pretty sure if
That's
the
my
stable
evac.
is on, then... Somebody might be in the puzzle room.
Is it all done?
I think so. No, it's not. Just one
No.
of the cables as well. I saw a blue light, so I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
You right?
Me? Oh, can't finish him.
Oh,
My birds.
is that you? The bird?
My birds.
Okay, okay.
Throwing decoys. And trying to bait a little bit.
There's a... I don't know what I just heard. I don't know if it was me, a spider, or a person.
I haven't heard anything yet.
It sounded to the left of me, so towards crash
My
ship.
bad.
If you take the battery out of this room and you just chill here, nobody can get to you. Reload.
Alright, you get the battery out of that spot?
Yeah.
I think it's... Is it that one?
The
Is it the middle one? No, it's the second one.
I think the second one. It's not the first one. Yeah, there you go. Let me know when you got it.
Yeah.
I think the purple one. Mine's all basic. How come you just didn't see your name?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Titan Horror.
I think if the names aren't there, I think it means that they've left the server. It's been there a certain amount of time.
Yours?
No, that's an enemy's.
Oh.
Top 3. One of those. I will take them.
I don't have space.
You just open up a scrapper? Okay.
Yeah. Grab to the jungle?
That's me. Yeah, it's jungle. Actually, I don't really have any more ammo. I have a bunch of miniature reactors.
We could do it. I picked up all of your ammo. Or if you want to trade me a miniature reactor for some ammo, and then we can go use my armory.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do that. Yeah, that'll be enough.
More ammo. I didn't have enough space.
That'll be probably plenty. Yeah.
I heard somebody or something.
That's me switching.
It was movement. It sounded like it was in front of us. I don't know. I want to move. Oh, something just, no, never mind. That works.
Was that a smart mesh just chilling? Yes, it was.
That was me.
Was moi.
I keep wanting to try to do the thing, and I keep failing.
Get a hang of it. It's easier to do on some like really flatter geometry than it is on like some rocks and stuff. Practice on simple shit.
Oh, you hear the birds? There were birds south, like pretty far.
Didn't hear birds. Or didn't see them. You saw them?
No, I heard them.
I didn't hear them.
It was pretty far south. It sounded like comms tower. Is this a weapons box? Bulldog. There's a decoy and a smoke here if you want it.
Weird.
Sorry. Ow.
Nice.
Yeah. Where's he walking? Oh, me. I'm a little angry.
Yeah, I jumped on geometry, so we switched.
I see.
Oh, another multi.
I'm gonna go towards jungle camp.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's here. Then there's me. Oh, fuck. Is that you shooting?
Yep.
Are master CPUs any good?
What about what?
Are master CPUs any good?
They're used for, I think, mostly quests.
Worth pickup or not? The armory has it. There's two weapons with it? Wow, there's two strappers. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
Sad.
Oh, what do you mean? This is exactly what I came here for. What else would I want? A good gun?
Right. I was sitting here, you rotate.
The bone plates worth it up? Or no?
The bone plates? They sell for sure, but stack is 34k.
Oh, goddamn. want to run backwards, dude?
Oh yeah, I do. I'm gonna check the armory for some ammo real quick.
I'm gonna look through detours.
It was only been one time in all of the playing cycle that I actually ran out of ammo during a fight.
The only time I've run out of ammo is when I've like brought in the wrong ammo type when I first started playing.
Oh, whoops.
It happened. I talked shit to my friend for doing it, and then because he did it one run, and we got into a fight, and we started shooting, and he empties his clip, and he's like, he's out of ammo. I'm like, what do you mean you're out of ammo? I talked shit to him that entire run because I tell him, alright, just run away, we get away, right? They don't kill us. I just talk shit to him, and the next run I do the same shit.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, it was very unfortunate. I had 28 shots of bulldog ammo, and I remember the exact click during the fight.
Man.
And I had it on my crosshairs too, and I was like, oh, that's awkward. I died against the scarab.
Yeah.
GPU or something keeps freezing up and the game keeps like stopping.
Oh.
It's like my frames will literally freeze to 0 for a second. And I feel like I won't have it, but and then it'll like come back.
They sell like laptop cooling pads for like $20 on Amazon. That might be weird. I don't know. Give you like a little bit more headroom.
Maybe. Oh, I missed it. There actually is a spot to drop there.
Or if you have like a fan, like throwing it on the back of the computer or underneath it or something. If you have like a mesh desk.
Yeah, I might have to try that.
When I played on a laptop, it was definitely annoying, but it worked. It was usable. Just jump again. There we go.
A little less wonky in S2 movement. Yo, I didn't even realize this jump has been here since season 2. I've never used it. I've never seen it used in a fight until yesterday. for the day before.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's always like there's an angle. That's what I was saying by like generated terrain. Like it feels like there's always something new that you don't know of. And you said you had 1,000 hours, right? So like
Yeah, I literally didn't know that. New information.
which is why I don't know. Yeah, that's a big reason why I enjoy this game. I don't think anyone's here.
I was double checking. It's also movement practice.
True. You gonna wallbang these?
I'm not sure if you can.
You just did.
Oh, did I hit the mob? I didn't get hit.
Well, it went through. What?
Oh, nice. It's just the cracks.
Oh. I guess that makes sense. Well, I only have one extra clip of ammo, so it's a good thing for you, Falcon.
Well, there we go. Boom. Easy clap.
You did 74 damage to me, wow. How could you? I think the first one did 24. With the shotgun.
Right.
It was fun talking to you, bro.
Greetings.
It was a lot of fun. I
Very well.
recorded a lot of that later. Put it in a montage. But yes, very exciting. Good luck on your tests.
I appreciate it, bro.
Glad to pick your brain about computers.
Oh, of course. If you wanna, like I said, if you wanna play again, hit me up. If you wanna talk again, hit me up.
Of course.
Also, if you like I said, I was streaming. I dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. So if you wanted to go back and get anything we talked about, you could.
I was gonna say, yeah, some of that I actually would, because I didn't have my recording software up by accident. I was like, dang it, it was the part where I was talking about how to implement that casual game mode. I wasn't recording.
I'll just throw you the link. Hang on, let me end that as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'd love
Appreciate
to link to
all
that, because
watching.
I'll go back.
I appreciate you all watching. Thank you all for stopping by the stream. I love you all. Bye. Where's Edge? You see, I say this, and then I have to wait like a minute until I open my OBS control panel. Right, there you go.
If you had one person in your stream, how many people do you have in your stream there?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Really?
It's not,
Nice.
They're usually just like friends. It's not like, and most of them like AFK just to boost my viewership.
Nice. That's still pretty cool, though. Oh, I bought a new skin and I didn't clip it. Sad face. Oh, that's a lot
It's
cooler.
not ending.
Yeah, it's a sick skin.
Alright, I'm gonna just restart my other computer. I thank you all for watching. Love you.